All right. Okay, what was I doing? Yeah. No. No. Oh my god. Alright. That was fine, I think. Hmm. Ow. Oh, come on. Ah. Might as well. What? Oh, that was... I suck at this game. Not really the direction I wanted to go. Ugh. Hey, Wazin, the stabbing's not going great, I gotta be honest. Nope, 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 nope. That's not where we want to go. Oh, but please. All right. I got the horse armor DLC was the that was the best thing for me. I don't know why so many people were so deeply offended by the horse armor DLC, but the fact that it did absolutely nothing. It didn't even, add any health to your horse was just that was hilarious. Come on. The horse armor DLC was it very well could have been just cut content, but yeah, it was definitely like the earliest DLC I saw for games, especially being that it did absolutely nothing. It was very egregious. And yeah, it was, and that was another thing, is that I don't think anyone even used horses in that game. Like when you give people infinite fast travel, there's not a lot of reason to actually use the horses in the game. Nope. Nope. Ugh. Kind of miss Oblivion, to be perfectly honest. Like, I really liked that game, but I don't think I can ever like go back and play it. Yeah. Oh, fucking go away. I mean, part of the reason I can never go back and replay Oblivion is I'm gonna have to spend, you know, a few hours just setting up my mods again, and that's gonna take a long time. And by the time I'm done, then I won't be playing the game, so that's all a waste. Oh, really? The PC version doesn't have any actual controller support? That's kind of surprising. Like even for 2006, you'd think that would be standard, especially because you know, Oblivion was such a high-profile console game. But then again, you know, I never actually tried it because you know, I'm much more of a PC guy. Except for games like this, I need a controller to play this or Devil May Cry or something like that. But for just about anything else, I prefer to use a keyboard and mouse. Well, I know the Jesus, you I mean, I'm not surprised you didn't beat this game, Malik, if you didn't know there was a block button. That seems like vital knowledge to me, personally. Also, I know the at least the first two Dragon Ages had like a PC exclusive user interface, so maybe they figured that was better than people actually wanting to use controllers. I don't know, because they I don't know. I'm not gonna make assumptions about why they choose to do what they do. I mean, though to be fair, Malik, this game is very difficult, and you know everyone will agree with you if you tell them it's difficult. But yeah, without a block button, you're essentially screwed. I don't think you can even beat the game without blocking. Although that would be like a interesting YouTube challenge video, like the people who try to beat like Fallout or Skyrim with whatever gimmick. I see them on my YouTube recommendations all the time. Yeah, like the thing is, like Ninja Dog, for as much as it is supposed to be the easy mode of this game, it doesn't actually oh god make the game that much easier. Oh, fuck. I thought I was farther away than that. What? Ah. Well, that was a bad fight, but whatever. I survived, I suppose. Yeah, I'm gonna buy Inferno real quick. Just maybe I shouldn't have activated that cutscene. I don't know. Yes. That was probably a unnecessary trip to the shop, but I really wanted Inferno when the Azuna dropped, so. That was a really good motorcycle fight, actually. I'm happy with that.
Sorry, I'm late.
Oh, hello.
I come after dinner. I doth had Berg.
Ah,
Berg and chili fries.
Berg and
But
chili
one of those
fries.
one of those chili fries that they give you an entire meal of chili fries, which is stupid. Like, I want it as a side, not like a whole other meal.
I mean, but chili fries are good though, so.
Yeah, I'll give you that. It's just, you know, now I'm like, I didn't want to eat like so much that I'm dying, but you know, good. Mind you, I didn't eat all day to like, you know, be
Yeah.
able to, because the delivery usually has to be over $20, you know?
Mm.
But then that delivery place said we don't deliver anymore. So no nachos for me. So I replaced it with burger. Which I don't know why, but it's really funny to say burger weird. Burger.
I mean, I'm not gonna tell you you're wrong.
Burger.
Burger, yeah.
You kick their asses.
I'm trying.
I hear that she's not the best to control.
She's nowhere near as fun as Ryu.
Yeah. I understand what they were going for, you know, like, a different character is really refreshing every so often, but
Right.
I hear that she is not very well done. Not even the bondage clothes can save her. Did they ever have her crossover into Dead or Alive?
Yeah, in Dead or Alive 5, she becomes like a regular fighter.
I see. I love that they kind of like don't exactly say if these games are canon to Dead or Alive or not. They're just like, hey, we're not gonna tell you.
Well, I mean, Ryu's there, Rachel's there, and Ayane's there, and Kasumi pops up. So, I mean, it's got to be canon to DOA. So,
but they never like set it down. It's kind of like, you know, King of Fighters is not canon to Fatal Fury, which is the game that it's based off of.
I didn't know that.
Yeah, they apparently just like, because they're making a new Fatal Fury game. They're like, yeah, they're not canon to each other, so we can make up whatever the fuck we want.
Huh.
Uh-huh. And Art of Fighting, which is also a King of Fighters game, you know, has never been canon because the ages would be entirely off if they were. Like, they,
that would be terrible, yeah.
I'm just saying that is a convoluted mess of a timeline. The King of Fighters, Art of Fighting, etc. SAK crap. And I'm sure this is, like, you know, just trying to not mention, like, you know, if it actually is canon or not so they don't screw anything up. But, of course, they did say that the Master Chief girl is canon.
Huh, okay. I mean...
Yeah, she's canon, but she's not canon to, Halo.
How does that work?
I don't know. It's really funny, though.
Oh my god.
The DOA people want it. I think she's canon to Halo, but she's not canon from DOA. She is canon in her own way.
This is just silly.
It is very silly, and I love it. I kind of love convoluted canons and just trying to navigate them because they're funny. You see, this is only canon if this happens, but this happens. And the great thing about DC is they just said, fuck it, everything's canon because of time shenanigans.
Oh, yeah.
So now nothing makes sense, but it's all canon.
Yeah, there's a reason why I stopped trying to follow comic books. Like,
yeah, same. I love that I was like, okay, where should I start on Batman? This one comic nerd, and he's like, oh, just read these ones and don't pay attention to any of the canon. And I was like, what? But I want to read a story, like, from beginning to end. Like, where does it, like, because they reboot all the time, where does it start? You know? And he's like, no, that's not how comics work. And I'm like, oh. Apparently you're supposed to read the good parts and skip all the bad parts.
That's just...
No.
Yeah,
no
like...
for me.
Yeah, like, from what I understand, like, you're supposed to, like, pay attention to, like, certain runs of, like, writers and stuff, because they're actually telling a complete story, but then when another writer takes over...
My favorite is when another writer takes over and then just drops that story hard.
Right, yeah.
Like, you know, I'm done. I don't want to do that. No. It's like, oh. And then there's the people that hate the earlier writer stuff, like the guy who did Spider-Man's wife getting, like, reset to be, not his wife.
Right,
He's just like, yeah, Spider-Man shouldn't be married. I want to be like my kid's childhood.
Mm-hmm.
I want it to be like my childhood. It's like, no, that stories are meant to, you know, build up.
That's like one of the reasons why I really don't like reboots or, you know, time travel shenanigans or stuff like that. You know, it just seems like a cop-out. Like, you wrote yourself into a corner and now you don't know how to make the story interesting.
I don't mind reboots if they finish the first time, you know?
Yeah.
Like, they finish the first time, so let's reboot it, or like it's been so long that they can't go on. You know, like say, like if they brought back Bruce Campbell's Cowboy Show, they'd probably have to reboot it. You know, even though they couldn't do it without Bruce Campbell, but still,
Bruce
I'm just
Campbell?
saying, you know, like.
Wait, hold on. Bruce Campbell has a cowboy show?
And it goes sci-fi western.
Oh,
It's called Briscoe County.
huh.
The first season is just Cowboy Bruce Campbell hanging out with his horse.
Okay.
Yeah, it was pretty interesting. I didn't watch all of it because it ends on a cliffhanger, you know, so.
Of course, yeah.
It's more of like it peters out. It's not so much a cliffhanger as there's more to it, but just, you know, like, it's not gonna happen, you know?
Did they just, like, cancel it before they could do anything with it?
Yep. They canceled it, and Bruce Campbell, apparently, like, after it was canceled, everybody was still, like, super into it, so he kept doing appearances as Briscoe County, and he was allowed, since it was canceled, he was allowed to, like, make fun of it. So he's just like, oh, I'm a cowboy sci-fi guy.
All right, I'm down.
Yeah, it's a pretty good show. It's just, you know, I kind of hate knowing I'm marching towards that doom. You know, it's like why I won't watch that Firefly show. I hear it's really good. But
It is, yeah.
apparently, it's coming back, and it also came back as a comic book, but those aren't going to be canon. You know that.
I haven't heard anything about it coming back. That's news to me.
It's
but
apparently coming back again. They keep having it coming back every so often. So
I mean, yeah, but I mean, a lot of that is just
back now.
a lot of that's just, you know, fanboy wishing.
But yeah, you know, my favorite colossal failure though is the X-Files when they came back and they're like, we're not gonna finish it. You know, we're not gonna answer any questions. We're just going to ruin everything.
Like I kind of understand why they, you know, ended the reboot series on yet another cliffhanger, because like the series has always ended on cliffhangers, but like end your fucking show, Chris Carter.
Had another chance. They gave you another chance that is like once in a lifetime.
Seriously.
And you blew it, you know?
Oh god.
There's another show I really like called Pretender.
Yeah,
and they got 2 movies to finish it up, and then they busted out more cliffhangers. And I'm just like, what the fuck, man? And they tried to end it with a web series, and that failed, and now everybody's old. But yeah, when you get a second chance, don't blow it.
Yeah, it reminds me of Shenmue 3. After all the
yeah, oh god, he wants like 6 more games, man. You know.
Yeah, and like it was. I mean, it took like 20 years, and it was pulling teeth just to get a third one. Finish your goddamn story, so
and
people can have closure. Like, you know.
Shenmue literally lost millions, so like the fact he got a new one is literally God's intervention, and he's like,
right.
No. And the greatest thing is he's like, I have paid no attention to video games so that I will be pure on my, you know, Shenmue experience.
Right.
It's like, what? Wait, you didn't catch up with video game development of the last 20 years? Come on! You know? So, yeah, and then he got an anime and no one liked that. So, you know.
I didn't know there was an anime.
Oh yeah, there's an anime. It's really bad, apparently. I still love the fact that he still clings to the voice actors that literally he cast based on their looks.
Okay, yeah.
This guy looks like Rio. He can be the Rio. He doesn't know how to talk. It did give it a charm, and he was lucky it was that decade that he made the game.
Yeah, definitely.
You know? Like, if he made it that way in this day and age, then not even, like, that Wanted Dead Alive or whatever it's called.
Wanted Dead, yeah.
meme. Yeah, Wanted Dead could save it basically, because Wanted Dead is one of those games that like I don't know how it exists.
It's fucking baffling. It really is.
It's amazing. Like everything about it, like the fact that there's a karaoke minigame with only one song. And there's a ramen minigame for no reason. And all these really in-depth cutscenes that like and they apparently on purpose got people that couldn't speak English very well.
I don't know, but oh.
It's so amazing. And that game doesn't end on a cliffhanger, but it doesn't end on like an ending.
No, there's it feels like they just they reached they like reached a point where they're like, this could be a sequel, I guess.
We ran out of stuff to do, but we don't want to end it. You know, we want to, you know, keep the integrity of our story.
Right? Yeah.
It's so, oh, it's so amazing. And, like, apparently the gameplay is like really jank.
It's not like fantastic, no.
No, it's not good. But it's like, it is an amazing game, and it's going to become like stay as a cult classic. It's one of those weird games where it started as a cult classic and will never like it will always be one.
It kind of did, yeah.
Like it just came out and everybody's talking about it like it's one of those games that flew under the radar and it was a cult classic, but it just came out and it didn't fly under the radar. It's just it was bad.
I mean, to be fair, like, the only reason I know of and have played the game is because of the marketing, which claimed it was made by some of the same people that did this game.
It wasn't a lie? Was the market a lie?
I mean, I'm sure that, you know, someone from who made this game worked on Wanted Dead.
Like one guy in the mailroom.
Yeah, it was probably like one of the producers or something.
And also the loading screen is a meme recreation.
Yeah.
And like, and the thing is that would be so cringe in any other game. But this game, it's just like, why? Oh, it's so amazing. That game is just. Wow.
Yeah, I've actually not seen the Dead or Alive movie, wasn't I mean, it looks terrible, which should be right up my alley, but I have not I've not bothered watching it.
It's one of the better of that era, I've heard, which is not saying much, but it's one of the better of that era. I mean, it's not like the Tekken movie where Yoshimitsu is like in one scene and then he loses and done. And
yeah, like fighting game movies. I feel like you can't really do that because all the good characters are oh fuck,
not important to the plot.
Yeah.
I think that the worst thing about fighting games is how do you like consolidate all these stories that all usually bank on that they all won, you know?
Yeah, like
the ending, they usually just hand wave that everybody won. You know, it's just they say like, you know, this guy won the tournament, but it's still the other guy's ending still happened as if he won, you know?
Mm-hmm.
And that's usually how it is, but how do you do that in a movie? And of course, all directors want to put their own spin on the, you know, and writers from Hollywood want to put their own spin because why would we want to do the same thing again? And I'm like, because I want to see it on the big screen, fucker. You know?
Yeah, like I think that like is largely a problem with also the story modes in fighting games. Because I mean, with such a large cast of characters, most of the time, most of them, you know, don't have that much to do with the actual plot.
Or you get something like BlazBlue where they get tangents, side tangents that go literally
Yeah.
hours. And it's just like there's no plot movement, but there's the cat lady, and everybody likes her. And then you have something like Soul Calibur 5, where they introduce a bunch of new characters, and then they show up in one scene, and that's it in the story mode. And I'm just like, why'd you even bother making new characters? Like, if they're not even going to be in the story, then why not just add the old characters in? You know?
Right.
It just made me so mad. And apparently it made everybody mad because they rebooted. One of those soft time travel reboots where it's like in the canon that they rebooted the real world, you know, the whole world.
Oh, great.
So, you know, it turned out for the better because they go through the story of 1, 2, and 3 all together, like, and, you know, and tweak little things to make it better, and it's actually good. But whatever. Soul Calibur has always been the story-focused fighter, though. Like, they actually care, you know? Meanwhile, like, you have something like Tekken where it makes no fucking sense. Mishima's walking around in a banana hammock, and he has a bear apprentice. Like, he literally, like, he trained a bear to be his successor at his Zaibatsu.
All right.
Yeah. And then the bear gets in a heated rivalry with one of the other characters, and they fight all the time. But then he falls in love with a panda bear who is the caretaker of a little girl, and it's really stupid.
Yeah, I mean, sure.
Yeah.
Like, okay, so like I love watching movie cuts of fighting game story modes on YouTube.
They are great.
It is one of my favorite things. And like one of the things that always stuck out to me with Dead or Alive specifically is like you could remove most of the cast from that story and it would it would still be perfectly fine. Like,
yeah, but that just comes from the fact you have to add new characters every time,
right?
You know, like, or the game is just going to be like stagnant, which I don't entirely agree with because, like, I hate the fact ones that decide, you know, just because the story says that this guy's dead, we have to remove him, because I kind of, you know, gravitate towards the character and then they remove it and it's like, oh, why do I want to play this new one? You know?
Yeah, right.
But like, it just feels like, why can't you just, you know, add new characters and then keep the old ones but make them non-canon appearances, you know? I don't know. But, like, of course, fighting games.
Yeah.
Their rosters bloat, and then it feels really bad when they try to cut them down, because it's like, oh, but before you had all these characters, and they were interesting and dynamic, but they also, most of them sucked. You know? You forget that part when you get the new one that has, like, half the characters. You forget that half the characters were, you know, bloat. Like, do you really want to play as Dr. Bosconovich, or whatever his name is, from Tekken, who literally cannot stand up because he has a disease? Oh, that was fun. And the answer is yes. Yes, I do. But
oh, all right, yeah.
He had a move where he could sit on the floor and putter around like a go-kart. I don't know why. He just did.
Huh.
Apparently disease lets you do that. I don't know. But yeah, if you look up, like, King of Fighters, they cut characters and they still have, like, 100. Like, holy crap. And they never bring back the character I like, but still.
I don't know. I always have sort of a soft spot for Mortal Kombat. That was my game growing up.
I watched the story modes for Mortal Kombat, Armageddon and stuff, and they are hilarious.
Mm-hmm.
I like the one where this one guy had an ending where he defeats Shao Kahn and just puts on Shao Kahn's helmet. But they retconned that to he just would put on the helmet like in his free time and like secret. That was just so great.
Yeah, it was just a thing he does, sneaking into the throne room.
He didn't actually defeat Shao Kahn, but he still puts on the helmet every so often because it's cool.
Watson asks, who is the King of Fighters character you like that they won't bring back?
Mine is Bayo, which everybody hates. He is a little boy who bounces around the screen. It was made for newbies. But the reason why I like him is because he's the most annoying character to fight against, and I enjoy that.
Ah, you're one of those people, I see.
Yes, I just want to like play mind games of bouncing around like an idiot and not even know what I'm doing so that you don't know what I'm doing. You know? Like all these other characters are cold, calculated, you know, you have to like pay attention to what you're doing and figure out what you're doing. Bayo was just you bounce around the screen and be an idiot. But yeah, they like took him out plot-wise, like they just depowered him and removed him from the plot. So he's never coming back.
You kind of sound like someone who'd use Odd Job in GoldenEye.
No, I don't like doing overpowered characters. Bayo was very shitty, but like,
okay.
No one liked fighting against him. I am very much a person that would that likes, you know, the underdog character that kind of sucks.
Hmm.
I usually rep the character that no one else like thinks is playable, and then figure out a way to play them, and they get mad at me for playing them. Like, you're not doing it right, but I beat you. You're not doing it right. Sure, I'm not playing like at like pro level, but I'm playing like on their level. So, you know, I'm using the shitty character to play mediocre. Fear me. The greatest thing is accidentally picking Jaws because he's the coolest, but then figuring out that Jaws is also the worst. He had 25% more health, but he had the biggest hitbox, so he would just die.
I had no idea there were differences between the characters in GoldenEye.
Oddjob is a midget.
Well, right, yeah.
Little person. Sorry.
Yeah, I'm aware of Oddjob, but I don't think any of the other characters changed.
And Jaws is the only other character that's different, and he is like 7 foot, maybe 8 foot, and he has 25% more health, while Oddjob has 25% less health.
Ah.
It'd be kind of cool if they did something with Baron Samedi, because he was the hardest one to unlock, but no, he's just normal.
Hmm.
I almost unlocked Baron Samedi in playing GoldenEye. Like, I got to the last level, and then I'm just like, I can't do this anymore. Just can't do this anymore.
Yeah, I never had a N64 growing up, but I played a lot of GoldenEye at a friend's house.
I was very much the person that was trying to 100% GoldenEye, and then crying at the fact that all the escort missions were painful. So painful. But I did unlock all the stuff before the secret levels. Like, I was on the last level of the non-secret levels. Also, that sucks.
I have no idea how to do this fast.
Gotta go fast.
I have absolutely no idea how this works. No.
Do you have to kill them, or can you just ditch them?
you don't have to kill them, but it's like if you don't, they tend to shoot you from behind, and then you fly off anyway.
Ah.
And also if you fall down, their the other health replenishes.
Gotta love that.
Yeah, it's great.
I got a bow and arrow, and I'm gonna shoot you.
Okay, that kind of worked. This just got a. Oh God, Quest 64.
Oh, Quest 64, the game that's almost good. Like, it got up. I've read history of Quest 64. It got rushed in the end and all kinds of cut content.
Oh,
So
really?
the reason why there's no monetary system is because they ran out of time to design one. And they were going to have 3 playable characters. They had to delete 2 of them and put, like, one of them just as a cameo at the end. And also, they were going to do a bunch of other stuff, but then they're like, well, this is the only RPG on the N64, you know.
Good enough, I guess.
Good enough, yeah, good enough. And to be fair, they were right, because I bought it.
Yeah.
It was so close to good, though. Like, the dodging thing from, like, Parasite Eve that they did, you know, was good. It's good, it's just...
Yeah, actually, that game did have kind of a similar battle system to Parasite Eve, now that you mention it.
Uh-huh, you could dodge things, like, physically. Like, that's good.
Yeah.
It's just, like, they added things like, an invincibility spell, if you spec right, and,
Oh, really?
a bunch of other stuff. Yeah, there's an invincibility spell. You're invincible for 3 turns, and then you win. That's it. And also, like, you have to spec water, because that's your healing source. They should have given you 2 healing sources, just different.
Right.
And you can only have, if you don't save your items from, like, treasure chests, you literally can only have 1 healing item at a time. And that is just horrific. Horrific. And you can soft lock yourself in a few places because you're not powerful enough and there's only a boss ahead of you.
No! Don't kill me, please.
Don't kill me, please. Yeah, Quest 64, apparently there is a Game Boy Color version that is better. Like, it adds a rival that just, like, Gary Oaks you. And, it also, makes the gameplay better, but, like, it's 2D, so it's not as interesting. Aww.
I jumped the wrong way.
Blah.
What do you...
You choose to abandon the way of the ninja.
What do you mean? This is the first time I've died. Why are you showing me this?
Do you want to wear the cat ears of shame?
That's a shame.
The cat ears of shame.
Well, at least I saved this level, so...
Apparently before they were, you know, they went under, they were going to try to remake Quest 64 into not shit. And then they died. So...
I mean, I could see Quest 64 being made into a good game.
Yes, like, if some, like, really crazy ROM hacker just decided, I'm gonna rework Quest 64.
Mm-hmm.
Like, it's there, the foundation is there. Everything but the, you know, monetary foundation, that's not there.
Right.
We need some kind of monetary system so that you can buy health items. Because, you know, only having 1 health item really hits you in the foot and you have to grind. Maybe put a healing spell on one of the other, like, fire or something like that. Like the Flames of Health or something, I don't know.
Or, like, Earth. Earth is a good defensive tree, I think.
Yeah, or they could even make it so instead of healing, it gives you a shield. I don't know. You know, like, make it so it's unique yet not, you know,
right.
But it works the same, you know.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know. I just see that I feel that like a game like Quest 64 or even just Quest 64 Remade could be really fantastic.
I'm a fucking
'Cause you
idiot. Oh god.
Good job.
No, I saved after I got the goblet and.
Went back to get the goblet.
Yep. I was just playing through the level like I thought I was farther behind than I was.
Hooray.
Actually, you know what? I'm just gonna return to the title screen.
I give up.
I'm not giving up. This road is still going. I'm just reloading my save. Also, was in the abandon the path of the ninja thing. There was for you to switch over to hero mode, not a ninja dog.
Hero mode.
Yeah, it's hero mode is a thing added in the
Sigma?
I don't know. I don't know if it was in the original Sigma, but it was added in the for this master collection, I think. Oh my god. Like the controls in this game are so good for combat and not for much else.
Yeah. It reminds me of the Castlevania game for PS2 if you ever played that.
No.
They make you do platforming, a lot of platforming. It's like, oh, this is a Devil May Cry type game, and then they make you platform.
Yeah.
As if it's a Castlevania game. Why? Devil May Cry also made you platform in 1 and 3, and that was painful.
And I want to know who was responsible for those sections. Like,
so we can punch them?
No, I just want to talk, but you know.
I just want to talk. Just want to talk.
I mean, I'm not gonna hurt him, but you know, maybe push him out a window onto a mattress so he gets scared and knows what he's done.
You want to recreate the end of Final Fight where they push the guy out the window. It's just a recreation, though. It's not going to be real.
Right. We're not gonna hurt anybody.
I'm going to metaphorically punch him, okay? I'm going to metaphorically punch him. I am a non-violent person, but I do want to metaphorically punch a lot of people.
There's a DMC speedrunner I was watching for a while, actually. Forget his name, but like for someone like me who is mostly, you know, I'm mostly a Ninja Gaiden fan. Seeing Devil May Cry played at like a high level like that fucking boggles my mind.
It is amazing, yes.
Yeah. Like
you can style like crazy.
I legitimately don't know how he did half the stuff he did.
What the fuck is going on?
Yeah.
So amazing that like someone like me can beat these those games though, because I do not style whatsoever. I am shit.
Right.
But I brute force. And I am one of those people that like, you know, I figure out my own way to do it. It's not as cool as what you're doing, but I'm doing it.
Right. Yeah, so I played through the entire series, including the reboot, like last year, I think, or early this year.
Really?
Yeah.
I'm on 4. I need to play through 4. I've beaten 2, but I haven't beaten all the modes for 2. You know, hard mode and stuff like that.
You really don't need to. I mean,
I can if I want to because it's easy as hell, but still.
It is. You just hold down the projectile button until all your problems go away. It's great.
Yeah, pretty much. And you know, I mean, and Lucia is kind of an interesting character, kind of. You know, I could, but I'm not gonna. You know,
like
it's one of the.
I kind of want to bring up something about Lucia, but if you haven't played DMC5, then that's, I guess, kind of spoilers.
I have not yet. I
Yeah.
have not yet. I know she comes back in the comic prequel, and they just are like, "Hey, WC is here," and it's like, "Oh, okay." Just kind of go away. But I need to play through 4 because uh I didn't I wanted to beat 3 like on the hard mode, and then I didn't beat 3 on the hard mode until a decade after 4 came out, and they had released the special edition. So I'm like, "Oh, nice." you know. But I beat 4 on the hard mode, which is literally the hardest thing I've ever done in a video game. Um, I learned things that like some of the pros didn't know about though. Like you could like when Virgil like throws his sword at you, you can just smack it back. You take damage, but you can still smack it back. And there
Huh.
was a bunch of other silly things. Um, uh, Throwing your sword at the these cages that this boss drops on you will act like it's still knocking it back, so you can just throw the sword instead of like aiming the cage, because your character auto aims to the bad guy, so
Hmm.
it'll always hit the enemy. And I found that out. It was in none of the guides that I was looking at, because hard mode needs a guide, honestly. But like all the guides, no one pointed out all the moves that I was doing, and I was like, this is kind of nice. I'm learning like things that other people never mention.
Huh.
Sure, it's probably because their ways are better, but still,
Yeah. Yeah.
it's still there. And I do love that you learn things about the bosses in Devil May Cry on hard mode that you would never learn, like, from playing on normal mode. It's very interesting. Like, a lot of games are like, hard mode has more health and he does more damage. You
Right.
know?
Yeah.
And it's like,
Is what I call
good.
boring difficulty.
Yeah, boring difficulty. Let's just make him a chonker with chonk health, and. But yeah, Devil May Cry 1 and 3 at the very least. I haven't played the later ones. Do not do the chonker difficulty much. They make them more aggressive. They make them do different moves more often than others.
Right.
Like, you'd barely see a move like in normal mode that you would see all the time in hard mode. And they rebalance the weapons so that you have to use different weapons usually, I've noticed, because like playing through Devil May Cry like 1 on easy normal mode, I just use the rocket launcher all the time. Where on playing on other modes, like I couldn't really do that because they nerfed it.
Hmm.
But yeah.
I would say straight up DMC1 does not hold up.
I think that it almost does, but once you play DMC3, it does not.
No, absolutely not.
I think that you should play through it on normal just to be like, oh, this is, the campy and fun, But I wouldn't say go for the Dante Must Die, even though that it has like the most until 5, I hear it has the most like unique changes in Dante Must Die, I've heard. Like I watched a like interview with Kamea, the guy, what's his name, the creator of Devil May Cry, and he put a lot more into the grunt enemies, the puppets, than anything in Devil May Cry 3, But like, yeah, you could just go through Devil May Cry once and be like, okay,
Yeah, like I've not played any of the games on the higher difficulties. I kind of wanted to play DMC3 again, just because I really fucking like DMC3.
DMC3 is fantastic. It's just the camera is one of your enemies. That's one of the problems.
Like that game beat my ass to such a degree that I'm not happy with it, but I can't deny it was a fantastic game.
Yeah, it is considered one of the hardest games ever made. So much so that in Japan they had to lower the difficulty and add a new harder, they knocked every difficulty down by 1 and then added a new difficulty at the end so that, so and it's weird because Japan used to be like, oh, stupid Americans, they can't take our hard games. And now America's the one with the harder difficulties. Because Japan's like, oh, we don't want to play easy games where we don't have to think about our lives. you know. But yeah, Devil May Cry 3 is fantastic. It's just my biggest issue with it is the camera is one of your enemies. like like 50% of the time I cannot tell where the boss is, and I'm like, he better be over there. Please don't kill me.
I don't think I had much problems with the camera in the game. It was mostly just like I just think I'm like not on the mental wavelength of Devil May Cry. Like I'm
not either though, but like as far because there's this thing that's like a kick up it's called, which resets all your moves, and it's something built into the game, and I never did it because I just did not care. I still beat it.
Let me tell you something about something that's in the game that is integral to the game that I never did.
What?
Throughout the entire series, I never once taunted an enemy.
I didn't either. Taunting is a pain in the ass. Like, you know why I didn't do it this run though? Is because I had a PlayStation 4 controller and select was on like way out of the way. I could have changed the button, but I was like, too much work. So yeah, I never taunted. Bayonetta is another one where you need to taunt the enemy, but they have a workaround in that one. You can equip an item that auto taunts the enemy, so they're always harder.
Why? Why do you keep attacking the spirits when I need you to do the more interesting thing? Nope, that's not what I wanted. No, stop attacking the spirits. They're all the way over there. I don't.
Stop attacking the spirit.
Come
I'm
on.
okay with the spirit world.
I just want him to stop attacking the spirits, so I can, get up there.
Off my moves.
I just want to get up there, so I can move on with my life. Oh fuck! I'm
almost.
There we go.
There we go. High five. Another thing about Devil May Cry 1 is the auto lock-on really screwed you in some fights.
Yeah,
there's one boss
that
called Nightmare that you
God.
auto lock on. You auto lock on onto the invincible thing, and you have to hit the thing behind you. Yeah, that was.
I hate the fact that Devil May Cry was built around using lock-on. Like maybe it's just because I'm a Ninja Gaiden fan, but I don't think video games should have lock-on. I don't think you need it.
I think lock-on is fine for like completely third-person games. Like Dark Souls and stuff like that. It helps you strafe more because the game's not made for it,
Yeah.
But like, I don't really think lock-on's really required in games like Ninja Gaiden and stuff.
Please, just let me up. Oh, no.
Let me up, I need to breathe.
Okay.
I press button. Press futon. Do you receive bacon?
Really? That old ass meme?
I love it. I am old, okay? I can quote old memes all I want because I'm old and you can just consider me senile. He thinks that, Lolcat is new stuff. Can I has cheeseburger, he says. The cheeseburger is long gone, my friend. I'm actually, I took a break from a Bayonetta run because it annoyed me so much because, of course the game has to have fucking secret room, secret, things, so I have to run through a guide to keep, paying attention to it. Oh my god! It's everybody!
Hey everybody!
Oh, Jesus.
Hey everybody!
You're watching a movie, and now we're not doing that. So now
Yeah,
we're
we got
watching
big spookum from that movie.
Big spookum dookums.
Hello,
I wouldn't say
YouTube chat.
Dookum nookums?
It was a spooky Australian movie about a ghost drug.
What's it called?
It's called
I've
Talk to
already
Me.
talked. There.
Now that movie's like
Talk
brand
to
new,
me.
isn't it?
Yeah, it was
Yeah.
pretty new. It was It wasn't the
alright.
best thing. I mean, I was pretty tense at the tense moments. I mean, that's good enough in my book for a horror movie.
Spookum dookum.
You can book 'em.
Eekum bokum. I played
That's-
Banjo-Kazooie, by the way. I wasn't really impressed. I
No.
gotta say.
Wow.
Well,
Yeah.
that's the type of thing that you had to have been around to witness.
Yeah, that too. It's a collectathon. I don't think that
But I
genre
played-
really holds up.
I feel like because I played Hat in Time a little while before it, and it was fantastic. So it's just, and I then played Mario 64 right after, and also fantastic. And I actually played Mario Sunshine, and I thought that was fantastic.
Oh, really?
Well, not fantastic, good. Should
Yeah,
I say?
that's how most
Because,
people feel.
a lot of people hate it because of the stupid blue coins, which I understand 100%. That those blue coins are stupid.
What
But
do they even do? They just
you get
save your game.
You buy get 10 blue coins in each stage, and you get a shine.
Hold on a
And-
second. Did you get a dog?
Yes,
You got a
dog,
Hell yeah.
toy dog.
It was the statue of Wolf, deity of wisdom.
Wisdom.
Whoa.
I don't know. I'm just gonna call it as I sees it. You just got a dog.
Statue of dog.
I mean, dogs are good. That's fine if I got a dog.
Dogs
Statue of
are
dog.
amazing.
Dogs are good boys and girls.
This worm's still sick.
Poor Uzurm.
It should be.
Uzurm should be everywhere and nowhere. He should
That's
be
gonna be hard to do.
all and nothing.
Oh, good. This run's almost over.
Isn't this like halfway through the game or something? You gotta go through the pyramids.
Yeah.
and-
So I've never actually completed a speed run of this game, because it's always very long and I can never keep my concentration that high.
So you're
So-
training.
Yeah, so I'm doing what's called an Alma % run, where we play up to Alma, and
Understandable. That's
and
a
then-
good place to cut it.
yeah,
Alright.
I remember in the original Ninja Gaiden, which before Black even, Alma was kind of OP bullshit.
yeah, she was very much the point where if you're playing this game, you have to decide if you really want to beat this game.
I played Sigma up to a little past Alma recently, and she's not as hard than Sigma, I gotta say. Either that or I'm better at video games. I'm not sure which.
I mean,
Oh my god.
My thoughts on the Ninja Gaiden 3D series is overrated, I think, and not fun.
You're in
Oh,
the wrong
Oh.
stream.
Sorry.
Oh.
I'm here ready to throw fucking hands right now.
What?
Oh.
Wow.
oh man, I did expect drama in the stream. I just want to
I
play a
came
fucking
here-
video game.
And
I
then
came here-
Chitlin gets the
Oh,
world record,
yeah.
and this is the one that goes up on the this game fucking sucks, actually.
This game's for assholes.
Back to God hand, damn it.
All right, so that was an hour 20. That was
GG. Good
That's
job.
pretty good. I don't really know.
I don't know, like I have no idea. I don't even know what the world record is for this category.
See, even me trying to throw you off your game.
I mean, that was a pretty shit run all around, I gotta say, but most of that wasn't even your fault. Ninja Gaiden Sigma. There we go. Alma
Can't smush her.
percent.
I can't smush her.
I would
I
be
got this big old hammer.
So okay. So the first 3 records in the game: 42 minutes, 45 minutes, 48 minutes, and then fourth place is 3 hours, 33 minutes, and 30 seconds.
Just so you're
Oh,
in fourth
okay.
place. I see.
Yeah, I'm in fourth place with this run.
You know what? We take those.
Mm,
Dude, you can do better too. I believe in you on doing better on this one. You can
Oh,
get
one
in
up-
fourth place. Like,
100%. Yeah.
yeah, I say you do it. Just get the good fourth place and just be like, oh, those 3 guys, you know, they do what they do. But me, I'm fourth place. Fuck
Like-
yeah.
Like legitimately. Like even if I could play this game through all the way in one sitting, which I don't know if I can, I would never come anywhere close to the world record on this game. That it's just
Well, yeah, but
it's
fourth
too
place
much.
Is still fourth place.
20
I
bucks is
think
still
fourth
20
place.
bucks.
Master Ninja.
I think that you are fourth place, and fourth place is almost qualifying in Mario Kart. So,
Mm.
You get 1 point in fourth place.
yeah, you can still get a point.
Yeah,
That's
1
something.
point for chit.
So,
Wasn't the SNES one where if you were in fourth place though, you didn't get to continue?
I don't know.
I don't remember. It's been so
It's-
long since I
it's
played
not-
the SNES version.
It doesn't really hold up.
No, it doesn't.
I mean, there's F-Zero. Why would you play Mario Kart?
I didn't like F-Zero as a kid. I
You
didn't
didn't like
like
F-Zero on the Super Nintendo? It's
No, I didn't
still a
like
pretty
it.
good
I
game.
really didn't like it.
You like it now?
No, I don't like F-Zero on the Super Nintendo. I like the later F-Zeros, but the Super
Alright. I
No,
think
I'm not.
I think it holds up. I think it's still pretty fun. And if F-Zero 99 is anything to go by, it's still pretty
I want
solid.
to play the GameCube F-Zero, but I just never get around to it, because I'm not much of a
Yeah.
racing person,
Hmm.
I only played Mario Kart because I could play 4 players and it was silly,
Sure. Second attempt. Let's go.
Let's go!
Let's go.
Let's go!
Woo!
Alright. You jump for
That poor
joy at the
ninja.
start.
I do love that Ryu is like, oh, this ninja, he's from my clan. He sucked. Never mind. We just kill our sucky ninjas. Don't worry.
The thing I like about Ryu Hayabusa as a character is that he's both A, a jerk, and B, a dumbass.
So he's profoundly stupid.
Incredibly. But people overlook that because he's cool and doesn't pay taxes.
I don't pay taxes because I'm off the grid.
Honestly, the fact that he
Fortress.
doesn't pay his taxes means I hate him even more now. Hey, Ryu Hayabusa, pay your fucking taxes.
You know who does pay his taxes? Dante, because he sells all his stuff from the earlier games to collectors to pay his taxes. Oh, I love it. Just like watching the anime where he's like, I have no money. What about all that money you got from selling the last game stuff? I bought pizza.
I mean, I don't think he ever got paid in any of the games, is the thing.
No, he doesn't take any money except for like whenever he gets like the artifacts from like old games, he sells them. Like that's what the current game runner said. It's canon,
So selling all of his old weapons and key items and stuff.
Yes.
That's his entire
That is
revenue stream.
Yes, and also borrowing money from Lady and Trish.
Of course, yeah.
Who have
Yeah.
actual jobs.
Right.
Yes. And the thing is that most of the clients he ends up doing things for, like they end up dead or something like that, or they're demons themselves, so they,
Right.
or he doesn't even have a client. He just goes and kills the demons.
Mm-hmm.
he gets the job and he's like, "Oh, I'm not paying attention to you, client. I'm just gonna kill the demon."
Like, yeah, because I think the first game is the only one where he was actually hired to do a job, and then it turned out to be a trap, and then they didn't get paid, but he killed the demon anyway.
In the anime, he's hired to do jobs, but he like either like doesn't pay attention to the people that hired him, like they're like anonymous tipsters, or he just doesn't take the money. And then Lady and Trish get mad at him for not having money and owing him like owing them $1,000 or something like that.
God, Dante's such a scrub.
I love Dante for how he's like, "Oh, bars should always have strawberry sundaes," and they're like, "What? That's stupid." And he's like, "Shut up."
I mean, I agree. As someone who likes both alcohol and ice cream,
Yeah.
I like that.
But he like goes into this demon bar and he's like, "Oh, give me a strawberry sundae," and they're like, "We don't what? No, we don't do that." And he goes, "Okay, then I'll kill you all." And they're demons, so he kicks their ass. It's just like bars should always have strawberry sundaes, otherwise they're demons.
I mean, I feel like murdering them is a little extreme.
The demon thing.
I mean, like some of his best friends are demons. Like he's half demon or something like that. So
Yeah, but he had to like redeem one of the demons, and like the other demons usually he ends up like having to fight him to the death or something like that. Like unless you redeem the demon, it's an asshole. Apparently, that's what I'm getting from Devil May Cry. You have to like redeem them by being a badass. Like I don't know. Devil May Cry 1's lore is really stupid.
Yeah. The dialogue in
But
general is really bad.
Isn't
I
the
love it
overall
in-
lore just dumb?
I love 1's lore in general because it's so stupid. Like, I want him to be the one who filled your dark soul with lies.
that's a good scene.
Yes.
It's probably the
It's
only
good
scene in
work.
DMC 1 that I feel like really holds up and stands the test of time.
Yes. And then, of course, his taunts to the demons were pretty good too, honestly. Like, just him making fun of the demons as if they were nothing, and they're like, "What the fuck, dude? I'm a big-ass demon. What have you done? What?"
Oh my god, this is a terrible fight.
I mean,
like
getting two
how the
hits
fight's
in.
going, or just in general?
Just like I'm not getting like a loop going on him.
Honestly, both responses would have been correct then.
He just
Remember
refuses
everybody
to get
having
looped.
problems with this fight when it first came out because Devil May Cry didn't have a block button. So this was the fight you had to learn how to use the block button.
yeah.
And all the magazines were like, "Hey, you have a block button." And everybody's like, "Oh my god,
This changes everything.
this changes everything." It's weird that so many character action games don't have a block button. You
yeah,
know?
like I remember God of War didn't have a block button. It just had like a defensive roll.
Mm-hmm.
And neither does Bayonetta. Bayonetta has a dodge, like
Right.
it's more like a parry than anything.
Yeah, like
And-
compared to a lot of character action games, Ninja Gaiden is very defense oriented actually.
Yeah, it is.
Probably why I
Well-
like it so much.
All the best ones have a block of some sort. You got your 101. God, what is that game called from Platinum again?
Wonderful,
Wonderful
101.
101.
Wonderful 101.
Yeah.
You got this game, which I don't like this game terribly much,
You've stated.
but
Yep.
it's fine. It's got a block button. Whatever. Metal Gear Rising has a block button.
Not really.
Yeah,
that has a parry system.
Yeah,
It's
and you could,
not like
if
a
you can
dedicated
count-
block.
if you can count the parry system from Rising, you have to count Bayonetta because that dodge is basically just a parry.
Dodge
Mm.
doesn't count because that's risk of getting hit. If you mess up the dodge. Vermintide and Darktide, which I'm absolutely counting as character action games.
No.
Absolutely. And there's nothing you can do about it. Those have block buttons, and shoves, and dodges. It's got all of
I really want to get through the original Vermintide's last few stages because my friend group broke up, like, from moving and stuff like that. It wasn't like, oh my god, we hate each other, but, like, movings and stuff like that. Right when we were, like, 3 stages away from being done with the first one, and I wanted to just, like, play the first one on normal mode and then go all in on the second one. And actually play it on harder modes. But yeah, Vermintide's really fun. It's just, one annoying thing though is I picked the character with the sword and shield, and all I got was maces, and I don't want a mace.
You need to learn how to use everything.
I want a sword.
Swords are bullshit.
More sword. I never got another sword after the first one. I am glad they're still, like, supporting Vermintide 1, like, not by, like, adding new content, but, like, letting it exist. So I wish they did what the Left 4 Dead did by combining the two,
That'd be cool, yeah.
There's a reason why they can't do that, though.
Why?
They play completely differently.
I see.
Just update, just throw Vermintide 1
I think it's also,
maps
like,
in the Vermintide 2 system.
I think they actually did put some of the old maps in... No, they definitely did put some of the old maps in Vermintide 2. Also, quit getting dragged by man on horse.
Man on horse, worse than me in the game.
Look, I'm sorry, this game's really bad. I can't do anything about it. It's just completely overrated.
And on horse. My favorite is when, like, games have badass characters, but, like, the most dangerous is always, like, the little weenie character that, like,
What?
shoots little arrows from a corner or something like that. He's the most dangerous because he's dude with a bow.
Yeah, God, range users. Ugh, meanies.
Dude with a bow.
Should we count Sekiro as a character action?
It's kind of a combo between character action and Souls, I'd say.
It's Dark
Then
Souls.
shouldn't we also include Souls games as character actions?
No,
No.
because you're not
No.
able to do acrobatics,
Anything.
really.
And
Can't do
you're
nothing.
you're not even, you don't even have combos in that game.
You just
So you can equip
roll
stuff that does have
and lie
combos.
on the floor.
Anyway, here's another man on a horse.
Man on horse.
What is this, Dark Souls 2? Jeez.
Man on the horse.
Man on horse. Man on horse.
Horses. We're in Dark Souls 2.
Well, actually, no, Dark Souls
There's
2
a-
is just man wearing armor.
Yeah, that's what people say.
Although,
Man
yeah,
wearing
it's
armor.
definitely not true, having replayed that game.
I
I feel like people
Everyone's just
were
so
just-
down.
Yeah, people were just wrong about Dark Souls 2 forever.
We still are, but you know.
That's, you know what? It's a damn fine game, if I
It's
do say
fine.
so myself.
It's
And I
alright.
can't. I didn't make it.
I think it's overrated.
What do you mean nobody likes it?
Pretty trash, just like this game. Hey, walk the walk.
Yeah.
How
I
is
like
it
Dark Souls
overrated
1
if
and
no one
2
likes it?
equally, honestly. I played both of them just about the same amount, and I like them equally. For various different reasons.
Mm-hmm. I can't
haven't
play
played
Dark
3
Souls. It sucks. Don't play.
It's not that it sucks, it's just that it's a pain in the ass to play, and
It
it meanders, and it's just generally not as fun.
just feels like it has an identity crisis because I think they just got off of Bloodborne, and it's like, do we want to make it more like Bloodborne, or we want to stay Dark Souls? I don't know. Let's just
Well, the plot
not
of Dark
commit to
Souls
anything.
3 is, please stop making us make more Dark Souls games.
Yeah, basically.
Like, here, we're bringing back all these hit characters. Oh, look at this. Oh, it's just like the old thing you remember, right? Except it's
See, okay, so here's
very hostile.
so here's my thing is they very clearly, from what I've seen, didn't want to make more Dark Souls. But then they made Elden Ring, which is just Dark Souls with a horse. So
Yeah. Yeah.
Interestingly, Elden Ring is actually a spiritual sequel to an older game they did that's really bad called Eternal Ring, which is interesting. That was one of my first PlayStation 2 games. It was bargain bin when the PlayStation 2 came out. I got it for $18.
Stop shockwaving! Kill me, you fuck! Absolute
But
dickhead.
yeah, I got it for $18 literally this first week of the PlayStation 2 being out because it was so bad.
Wow.
Yeah. But From Software really likes callbacks to their older games, so.
I mean, obviously. Why do you think the Moonlight Greatsword is in everything they do?
Every game, including that. What
Except
was
for
that Ninja
Sekiro.
Blade? And remember Ninja Blade, that really bad game with that was all
Nobody remembers it.
I remember it.
actually
It was
watched
nothing
the
but
play-
QTEs.
Yes, and you can get the Moonlight Greatsword in it, and it's so stupid. You know how you get it? You have to get tokens in every level. You just gotta find tokens.
Cool.
It's not organic at all. It's just these tokens.
Also, Dr. Chowder, I don't really have a specific time I'm going for. I'm mostly just trying to see how I can,
What you can do.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Look, the time you're shooting for is better than the other time you just got.
Yes.
I mean,
And here's your-
ideally,
here's your
yeah.
Gauntlet's shield.
Chitlin, we should play Ninja Blade. Speedrun that.
It's genuinely bad.
Yeah, it is. I bought it for my friend as a joke, and it was a very good joke because it was bad. My friend who likes playing bad games, stop playing that game.
I mean, is it on PC? Because I'll give it a shot.
It's delisted because it was so broken.
And yet Manhunt's still for sale, huh?
What the?
It was a train wreck. You see, because like you could set the game to 60 frames per second, but then things wouldn't work, so you had to turn it down from 60 frames per second. But if you set it to 30 frames per second, it would run sub 30 frames per second. So it would not work either way.
Oh, this isn't. Oh no.
Oh no.
Oh no.
I don't have enough money to upgrade my sword.
No.
Where'd all your money go?
I somehow fucked up the money route. This is good.
Oh no.
Aw.
You didn't need no money, anywho.
Yeah, I
You'll
can
be
do that.
fine.
I can do this level 1. Let's do a wooden sword run.
Hell yeah.
Challenge.
Isn't there like a speedrun 1 sword percent?
There is actually, yeah.
Yeah, you should do that.
I mean, I'm gonna work on beating the game normally in one sitting first before I commit to just
1 sword percent.
wooden sword percent. Yeah.
That makes the game last even longer.
I wonder if there are speedrunners for Ninja Blade.
I'm sure there are. I discovered earlier today there's speedrunners for fucking City Skylines. So
Can
Yeah,
you
I'm
beat
really
City
into-
Skylines?
I'm intrigued by that.
Is there
Okay,
a
Chitlin,
like
tell
end
us.
state? What is
Hold on.
the end state in City
Yeah, hold on.
Skylines?
Hey, you can ask all you fucking want, but maybe you should let Chitlin tell us what the end state of it was.
so
Tired of chicken, tired of me.
So I don't know like much about City Skylines, but the rules are basically you have to just get all the milestones as fast as possible. I don't know what milestones I mean though.
Yeah,
Okay,
just make it all the
Oh,
way to
that's-
Metropolis, I think.
Okay.
tough.
I get.
Megaopolis, or whatever the heck it's called.
I like that.
Yeah, and as basically they're just racing on the default maps that are available.
That's really logical, actually.
Yeah,
And
so,
that sounds like a lot of fun. I'm
Yeah.
sure they know exactly how to break it.
yeah. I bet MC would really enjoy it.
MC, become the speedrunning champion of
I mean,
MCopolis.
MC talks about City Skylines a lot, and so I don't know.
Basically your favorite
I mean,
game.
I'm talking about the sequel more often these days.
Yeah, when's that coming out?
I think
2
it's out,
days.
isn't it?
No, it comes out on the 24th, on
Oh.
Tuesday. It's
Yeah.
coming.
I saw something on Reddit about how the early reviews are bad and performance is bad and stuff like that. So
I mean, yeah, but that's a lot of video games now, and whatever, it's fine.
yeah,
Whatever, it's fine. This is
People
why I don't
make
buy a
a-
game until at least 3 years after it's out. You know?
yeah.
People make a big to-do about a lot of stuff, and frankly, I don't even give a shit.
Like honestly, like the release of a game nowadays seems like the
Early
most like
access.
tertiary thing, because they're gonna keep working on it. They're gonna keep doing DLC and patches and stuff like
Rework systems and
yeah, and
You know,
and, like
breathe new life into the game.
yeah, because like
You know
'cause,
what my
like,
favorite thing that people say though is like
Hmm.
old games we didn't have to patch them, and I'm sitting here. Were you not a PC gamer? Because Fallout 1 and 2, oh boy! And ever play Black and White? Remember Black and White? I remember booting up that game and then getting disclaimers that these quests do not work. They are not done yet. And I didn't have more than 56k internet, so I couldn't download the patch for ages.
Even console games got patches, you just didn't know about it. It'd just be
Yeah.
a new release and then boom.
Yeah.
It's a new game.
Or they just never get patched and they were glitchy forever.
Yep.
Yeah, they just take old copies off the shelf. It's like, okay, yeah, no, don't sell that one.
No,
this
that
one
one. That was a
yeah, just
Or
push
they
out a
send
new
back the
new
send
ROM
back the stock
revision.
and repress it.
Mhm.
You know, they can repress those things. So, but yeah, like glitchy games releases have been like around forever. It's just console gamers didn't get it as much, and even then there was glitches they just didn't know about, and they thought it was features. You know.
Right.
My favorite is there's this one game that they hit the value backwards so that when you get this ring, and your armor goes down. So originally, like your armor is like as if you were supposed to have the ring, but then you get this ring that's mandatory, and it makes your armor go down. So you have no armor through the entire game. And people were very confused at the fact that the game got harder after you got this ring.
What game was this?
I don't remember, but it was like something like someone was talking about how like if you want the do you want the like intended experience or do you want the like officially released experience? You know, like which one's better? Like because there's some people that want to play as the developer intended, but then again, some developers didn't want to work with their limitations, you know? So, like, what is developer intention, you know? I don't know. It was an argument against, like, that, basically, because, you know...
No, I mean, that glitch sounds familiar to me. I don't know if it was one of the East games or something.
I think it was Zach. X-A-K.
What?
I don't even know what you're
Falcom
talking
has
about.
weird names.
You
Falcom has
crazy.
weird names.
Crazy. That ain't a real game.
It is. There's Zach, X-A-K. I don't know how you pronounce
What?
it. I don't know.
What is going on?
Some kind of video
Let's see. I'm
game.
gonna look up how to pronounce it. The games are XAK: The Art of Visual Stage. That's the game series
Art of
like title.
Stage. What
This sounds like you're just making shit up.
That sounds like something Super Great Friend would play.
Yeah.
Let's see. I'm
Oh, is it mode? Did you discover mode?
apparently it didn't come out in America until
Imagine that.
2007. It did not come out in America in 2007. So let's see. I'm trying to find out how to pronounce this. I need to know now.
I think it's funnier to not know.
But
But I need to know.
Did he ever finish mode? I never bothered to keep up with it after a point.
He like finished as much as you can finish of mode. Like,
Fair.
I mean, there are endings, I guess, to get, and I'm pretty sure he got them. But yeah, like one of the glitches that I'm aware of is in Ultima 3, I think. In that you actually just gain attack power and defense as you level up, and the gear you can equip did absolutely nothing. So people with like equip different stuff, and you know, because they've been leveling up, they think they're getting stronger, but it has nothing to do with the gear they equipped.
I tried to play Ultima 4, and the food mechanic just killed me. I hate food mechanics in games that like that.
Starved to death and die.
Every time I made money, I had to go home, get more food, which got rid of all my money. And money was like 90% of your, like, you know, progress in that game. So it was like, you just had to, like, figure out a way to not stuff your face so much. I think one of the ways to do it is you don't eat as much food on a boat. I don't know. It was weird. And also, like, the way to get a boat was have pirates attack you and you just steal it. That was how you got the boat.
Well, yeah, I mean, it was stolen in the first place.
Yeah, you don't buy the boat. You just steal it from some dude that tries to shoot you with cannons. And you're like, and for some reason they go, like, right to the shore and they're like, I'm going to shoot you with cannons. And you're like, oh, well, I'm going to steal your boat. And then one of the things you have to do is go to a shrine and just pray at it for like an hour.
Yeah, you're the paladin, right? The avatar or some shit.
You're the avatar and you have to like attune yourself to each shrine. And one of the things to do that was pray at it, which could fail.
Damn.
So you'd be sitting there just being like, I'm on a shrine. But the thing is, that wasn't the only thing you had to do. You had to do a dungeon, and you had to find another thing, like the rune. So just sitting there praying at a shrine did nothing until you got the other two things. And I was just like, oh, I hate this.
Old video games fucking suck. I'm just gonna say that.
I played good old video games, but this one just everything was there to waste your not waste your time so much as be tedious as possible. I don't mind if a game wastes my time because I'm playing a game to waste time and have fun, you know. But tedium, like they specifically put this in to be tedious. And it wasn't even as a joke.
No, like straight up, if a game's not made before the year 2000, it has bad game design. That's just the truth. Anything before
River City Ransom.
You're wrong, actually, but you know.
Hey, in River City Ransom, you could pick up a dude and hit another dude with him. I love that. I'm gonna pick up a dude and hit you with another dude.
Yeah, you have to beat them with their own kind.
Yes. It was great. And also you could, it had one of the first physics engines, kind of. So you could throw a wheel and then have your friend jump on that wheel and just slide across the room.
Ah!
No.
I
got you good.
I saw that throw coming from off screen. I tried to avoid it. I mean, you might say, Chitlin, how'd you see something coming from off screen? And to that I say, a ninja must see beyond the borders of the screen.
Yes.
Whoa.
Which is a line from the Angry Video Game Nerd.
Oh, yeah.
That was a good review, actually.
It was a good episode, yeah.
That was one of his better videos. Haven't watched what he's done lately. His receding hairstyle keeps distracting me.
Can't help that. It's not a hairstyle. It's just.
I mean, it's not his fault, but I'm just saying, shave it off at this point. Like
Or
it
wear
looks,
a hat.
it looks,
You could
yeah.
you could wear a hat, a nerd hat.
it just
No,
looks bad.
I've seen enough YouTubers that wear like a beanie or some shit to hide the fact that they're bald, and they're all assholes.
Yeah, you should just go
You're
full
saying that the
bald.
beanies made them assholes.
No, they were assholes before the beanie.
Okay then. I will say though that the newer AVGNs feel more like stage plays than they do reviews. Honestly, like because he has other people writing for him, and they don't feel like, they don't feel like silly sketches. They feel like just stage plays. Like his Immortal review. Have you seen that one?
That's a good one.
I actually kind of like the more involved reviews.
Look,
Like
I am a grown-ass
like the
adult.
Immortal and that one arcade game that doesn't
There's
exist.
no benefit to me watching
Polybius?
any AVGN. as a
Polybius,
grown-ass
yeah.
adult.
I mean, there's no benefit to most of YouTube as a grown-ass adult if you're gonna
That's true. And
take
God,
that
YouTube
stance.
sucks so hard right now.
It really does.
Oh,
Like
no.
YouTube is the worst.
YouTube is the worst.
Well, it is the worst in terms of how they run the platform.
I don't know. TikTok's pretty bad.
It's hard to describe how bad everything is now, I guess. Everything
say
is terrible. That's the best way to put it.
I would say
like-
that it's the worst that YouTube has ever been, maybe, but I don't know if it's the worst because, like, other platforms are pretty bad.
Everything's falling apart.
I wouldn't say everything's falling apart. I think it's just everything is just in this rut of bad. Like, it's still holding together. It's just we don't have another choice because everything's bad. Like, where are you going to go?
Yeah, like there's no other company that's gonna operate a video sharing site at a loss like this. It's like YouTube is literally the only option.
If you want to do it successfully.
Is it successfully?
I don't know. There's a lot of successful YouTubers out there. They've turned to Patreon mostly,
Right.
which is also going under, by the way.
Is
Yeah,
it?
they kind of fucked it up. Yeah,
Okay, so what did they do this time?
they went public, and it was downhill ever since.
Oh, really?
Yeah, pretty much.
Did you see the new logo for Patreon?
No.
It looks like a prostate.
It's just
Beautiful.
What?
Well, that one woke Shar up.
What?
what the
What?
What?
Y'all heard me.
Heard me?
The new
Wow.
logo
Well, I
for
haven't seen
Patreon looks like a prostate.
I haven't seen it.
That's
I don't even
unfortunate.
know what a prostate looks like, so I don't know.
Looks like a bean.
I don't know what a prostate is.
I
What do
know
you
what
mean
a
you don't know
prostate
what a
is.
prostate looks like? You never gotten curious?
No.
You ever just take a camera and put it right in there and then find out?
Can't say I have. No.
I don't have enough money for a camera that could take that picture, honestly.
It's called a GoPro, mister. If you're adventurous enough.
It's not.
I don't think you could fit a
can't see
GoPro
it.
up your own bum.
Even if
I'm
you
like you're not
did, but
adventurous enough.
you can't see
No.
it though. It's not
Why
a
does-
visible.
Why does it look like that?
Like a
Why
bean.
does it look like that?
Why would they do that?
Oh.
Where is this logo?
It looks like somebody made it out of resin in his basement one day. He got bored and was like, I'm gonna just pour some shit into some shit and make a shape. Yay.
I got a shape. It's a shape.
It's just a bean.
It's stupid.
Oh, it's real bad.
Why doesn't it need to redesign?
I mean, it's not really. Yeah, it didn't need a redesign, but once you go public, like shareholders are like, maybe we should change everything about how we do business, including the logo. The moment something changes the logo, it gets real fucked up, real bad, real
Yeah.
fast.
But the
Maybe it
kids,
should be a
but-
bee.
But the kids these days like ultra minimalism, and that's what we're all about
Oh.
here.
But the original logo was that already.
Yeah, it was just a P.
Yeah, it was
You
just
know
a
what?
P. What's wrong?
Yeah,
It's
but-
just
but we-
a
but we-
rectangle and a circle.
But we could go even simpler than just a single letter. We can do a shape that kind of sort of resembles that letter.
But they made it in 3D, so it's not simple anymore.
Well.
Yeah, sucks.
Everything is awful.
Everything is awful.
I missed my chance to make internet money. Now I live in squalor.
Same.
Did you ever have a chance to make internet money? Technically, I'm not.
There was
I
a
don't know.
chance, yeah.
Yeah, like back when crypto first started, you could scam a
Yeah,
bunch
you
of
could have
people.
scammed so many
Yeah.
morons.
Yeah,
Honestly,
but that's. I want to
if-
make money, like, not scamming people. That would be
If
nice.
you did
Look,
a thing
Look, man,
where
there's no such thing as profit and pride. You can either have one or the other.
Well, I'm in the pride thing here. I'm trying to make money, not, scamming people. Like,
I don't get super upset at people who scam others with like NFTs, if they're aware it's a scam. Because if you buy into an NFT, first off, you're dumb as shit. You deserve to
dumb.
get scammed. But second, people who buy into NFTs are trying to scam other people. So
Right.
I don't feel
Yes.
sorry for them. They can all rot and die, and I don't give a fuck.
Yeah, it's
My
like
favorite,
MLMs.
My favorite crypto story is there's this one guy who stopped talking to people and then made like pictures of him like in a tropical place and being like, and then he said, haha, I took all your money and ran, as a joke. And then everybody dumped all their thing and screwed him. So he was like, oh shit, I ruined my business with a joke.
Rip.
Crypto people are so stupid.
Yeah, they are.
I mean, we're so
sure
lucky
know.
they're so fucking stupid.
They sure do have the ability to make 3D animations, though. Not good ones, but they have it. Like, remember the Crypto Island video? That trailer.
Yeah, I'm a big fan of how that animation at like the start uses the term crypto kitties, and woof, that started a whole thing. Holy shit.
Crypto kitties. Great.
Well, you just
Love
gotta
that-
buy some
love-
property in the metaverse.
Love the Twitter account that when asked like, hey, what's the age of consent on this crypto island? Like, we think mental maturity is good enough.
Oh no. Shut up.
No!
Oh, why did you remind me of that? Ew.
But it's okay, they were too stupid to figure out gambling laws, and they built their whole thing on gambling, so they're
Good.
dead.
Good. It all worked
They were
out.
like, yeah, we're gonna make it so that this island's a giant casino, and then the authorities, that own the island were like, no, and they're like, oh,
No casino.
and that was their entire structure for survival. Casino.
Very large casino.
Yeah. It's a very large casino.
Oh god, MC. I don't know if that was your stream or not, but it was
What?
the stream where he just they just sat there for like an hour. Just the guy's like, "This is a very large casino."
That's all he does.
I
You just get
know.
locked in there, and it's just, I guess just watch the belly dancer. And he's like, very large casino.
It's a very large casino.
This casino, very large, very attractive.
I should learn how to speedrun Blood Money.
It's a goofy game. I'm sure that'd be fun.
Casino.
I really like the casino level in Blood Money because you rush to the elevator, you kill the dude almost immediately, and you blow up the car, and then you ignore 99% of the level. It's just magical.
I do love games where they add superfluous stuff that you really don't like. To play the game optimally, you should ignore. Like, I love that. Like,
Well,
There we go.
Because that's the speed run for that one. So that's not how you're
Well,
supposed to do it.
even without speedrunning, there's some games that just like there's this stuff that like you never see if you actually paid attention to what you're supposed to be doing in the game. You know? I love games like that. There's Shadow of Colossus, of course, where like 90% of the map is pointless.
It's cool to explore.
Yeah, but
Yeah.
if there's nothing interesting to find, it's just like
No, there-
you can find some lizards and then you shoot them
And you can
keep
find
their
a turtle.
tail.
There is a turtle.
There's a
There-
turtle? I never seen
There
the
is a
turtle.
turtle. There's a turtle in one little like pond, and he's unique to the entire game. He is just there. He's a turtle.
Yes, your pal turtle.
see that just seems like a waste of dev time.
It is a waste of dev
That's
time,
like a
but then again,
weekend.
Hideo Kojima is literally the waste of dev time dev, and
Just
people love his games.
Just a weekend to model a turtle, and rig it up, and code it to do stuff.
Well,
Not
don't
that
don't
much
don't
time.
don't work on your off time. That's what I gotta say to that dev. If you're
All
not being
game
paid,
devs work on their off time. It's sad, but true.
if you're not being paid, don't do any work. That's the truth for every job.
This thing is
That
gross.
should be it. Yes, I agree. That should be how it is. But game dev is not like that, sadly.
What is this supposed to be?
It's a tentacle monster, MC.
Some kind of homunculus.
Yes.
The actual name is Hydracubus.
Oh, that's a good name.
But it sounded cute.
Is it? I don't agree.
So did they just flip through the Warhammer 40k manual, monster manual, and just go like, oh yeah, that's kind of cool. It's just a useless thing that does nothing.
Nah, they probably just went back to Japanese porn from the 90s and were like, yeah, we'll just take this.
Fuck.
Gross. What the fuck? Gross.
I was hoping this channel would go longer before someone mentioned Japanese porn, but
Yeah.
Quit saying the word Japanese.
From the 90s.
What about Japanese porn?
Japanese porn from the 90s.
this is just
From the 90s is worse, we have to admit.
this has gone downhill.
Is it worse than Japanese porn from the 80s?
I'm
don't
not
know.
I'm not enough of an expert to discern Japanese porn by decade.
Yoder, because he's the one who made the claim.
I'm just saying everything from the 90s is worse, in my opinion, but, you know...
Such a broad statement.
Yeah.
I love that your broad statement also includes Japanese porn.
From the 90s.
In the 90s.
Yes. Only the 90s Japanese porn. All the other Japanese porn is fine, but, you know, the 90s one...
Only Japanese animes from the 90s get it.
Yeah, only the animes get
I
it.
keep looking at all the Japanese animes I liked as a kid, and I'm like, oh, this was a 90s anime, wasn't it? No, it was the 2000s, and I'm like, oh, well...
I thought you
I
were
get-
going to say something else.
No,
Oh,
and not that bad.
all my favorite anime is just Japanese porn. What the
How
heck?
does this happen? I can't find anything from the 90s that's not Japanese porn. Help me.
I mean, I keep gravitating towards it. Oh my god. Someone said to watch Akira, and then it turned out I watched something else. It was not Akira.
Oh my god. What a day.
That's just my day every time. I'm gonna pull up a 90s anime. Oh shit!
Oh no.
Oh, they got me with the porn again. Damn it.
No!
I thought I was going to watch Lethal Weapon, but it's not. It's porn. How does it keep happening to me?
Even when I touch American stuff, I'm seeing Japanese porn. No!
Yeah, it's the only media you can find. You're like,
Why
oh,
don't I-
won a lot of awards. Oh no, it's porn.
Oh no.
I don't like this reality that you created for me.
You did it.
Yeah, this
You
is.
let me here.
I did not create the world where I only find Japanese porn.
You find yourself in the world. Well, boys, wait in Texas no more.
No,
Oh shit.
we're in California, yeah.
We just wrote like the worst Twilight Zone episode of all time.
I don't know. I could see it being hilarious, honestly.
You
Just
find
don't
yourself in
show
a world,
anything.
not of sight and sound, but of Japanese porn from the 90s.
And only the 90s. We ain't doing that new stuff.
Strange videotapes appear at your front door. In a box you don't recognize. With a smell
Turn on the TV.
you don't want to acknowledge.
You turn on TV and you can't understand what they're saying. Oh no, Japanese porn.
Shut up.
Oh no, Japanese porn.
I like how you just implied that the problem with it is that it's Japanese. You don't understand the dialogue.
You don't understand the dialogue. It's very important to the plot. You gotta get the plot, otherwise, why watch it?
You know, I've been trying to learn Japanese by watching anime.
Oh,
How's that
I
work?
don't think it works terribly well for that.
Oh well, so far I've learned "Please Stop, You're My Brother." I've learned that one.
That's useful.
Please stop, you're my brother.
I mean, in a very specific situation, that is probably the most useful thing you could say.
Then there's, we're not actually brother and sister, we're stepsiblings.
Oh no, that's less useful.
I don't know, to the people in these animes, they're pretty useful.
God, I hope this isn't a world record run.
I do.
I think once you get to Alma, you have to die a couple of times.
I want
and then
nothing
scrap the whole
more.
fucking thing.
No, you just cut the audio, just like...
Yeah, just unlist this, download the video, and then just scrap literally every single word spoken. There are some things that were not meant for mortal ears.
I love this. Well, actually, I hate the concept of this, but I love this.
You know, a quick, you know, to continue off of Shitland's great joke, though, I have been learning German, and I need a German TV show to help myself learn the language. Have you all ever tried to learn a language by watching television?
No.
Not animated?
No.
Yeah, when I was a kid, I watched Telefrancais, and it was horrifying.
I mean, yeah, because it's the
horrifying.
French.
Telefrancais.
I am French.
Téléfrancais.
C'est magnifique. C'est excellent.
C'est super bon.
This just sounds
C'est très
whimsical.
mignon.
There's a horrible
Yeah, it's just
puppet.
basically the theme song 24/7. It was horrible. Actually, no,
Speaking of, other language media, I really want to watch the Treasure Island Russian cartoon. That looks very interesting.
Why? Why is there?
Because they ran out of money halfway through, so they had to do it live action afterwards.
Oh God! What?
Yes.
What?
They ran out of money halfway through, so they just had to do the rest of the movie live action.
Oh man, the only Russian thing that I watched to try to learn Russian was Vinny Pooh, which was adorable, and I recommend it. It's their version of Winnie the Pooh, and he's precious.
Yeah, the Russian Treasure Island has been a meme for a while because they have a really cool walk cycle for a character. But apparently, the Russians consider it completely dear to their childhood. Meanwhile, us Americans are just like, oh, this guy walks funny, you know.
Well, you know, it's like that sometimes.
And then they made a sequel point-and-click adventure game, which is interesting too. So, you know, it's cool. But I want to watch it because it seems funny. You know, just the fact that they run out of money, so they're just like, oh, we'll do the rest live action.
All that money went toward fueling Stalker, the movie.
Stalker. Get out of here, Stalker.
Which is it's a good movie, actually. It's well
It was a
worth
good
it.
movie, yes. It was a good movie. I heard the book was pretty good too.
Yeah, what's the book called again?
I
Roadside
have
Picnic.
no idea.
Yeah,
Oh, yeah.
there we go. Roadside Picnic.
I heard
Which
the
is-
Metro books were very good too.
Which is, by the way, a book I've never read.
I haven't
I-
read most books, okay?
I don't
Yeah.
read.
I mean, I've heard a lot of people talking about it, so I'm assuming it's good. But yeah, I don't read more as often as I should.
I read the first book in the Witcher series and never got around to the rest of them, so...
You did? Wait, the first book? Like, as in the collection of short stories?
Yes, it is very good.
I mean, yeah, it is good.
It is fantastic. I was amazed that Geralt's sex scenes were just like fade to black, and I was like, oh, what the heck?
Not for your eyes.
Unlike the games where it's like, let's just show the entire sex scene, hell yeah. And the book is just like, oh, tasteful fade to black. It's like, oh, okay.
Here's Geralt's dick.
That's pretty much the games nowadays. Here's Geralt's dick boning on a unicorn.
Here's a machine. Actually, no, they never do vision.
In the end, I think that the video game designers are more perverted than the book writer.
Imagine that.
I wouldn't call
Well,
it
they are the
being
ones that
perverted.
they are the ones that made the trading cards for every lady you conquested in the first game. That was a bad game.
I have a soft spot for the first game, actually.
I like it, but I can admit it's a bad game. I love it. It's just like it was built on an engine that was not made for it,
Right.
and all the combat was just you flailing around like a crazy person. And of course the cards and the the voice acting, which most of the voice actors were not very good, but Geralt was good but not very trained at the time. But I do love when he is drunk and he can go up to a lady and be like, and the lady goes, "Go, you're drunk," and he goes, "Not true." Then there's a guy who got hit in the head with a brick, and now now every time he talks, he has to go ba 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 ba. That's his entire character trait.
And I don't remember this at all.
I can't
Yeah,
believe
he's a guy-
the Witcher series became so goddamn huge. What the fuck?
Yeah,
It eventually
Witcher
turned
2
into
was-
a Netflix series with
Superman.
huge nerd playing
Yeah.
as the man himself.
Mhm.
What's his name again?
Henry
Huge
Cavill.
nerd.
Uh,
There we go. Henry Cavill. Man who in that one Mission Impossible movie reloads his fists.
Yes.
chick. But yeah, Witcher 2 is when it kind of took off, like as like a good game and in America and a fantastic game in Europe apparently. And then Witcher 3, they're like, let's just do it all.
I'm
Let's make the best game ever.
yeah. Yeah, I mean, like apparently in Poland, The Witcher's been like a big thing for a very long time. So
I know. I have watched the early 2000s adaptation, which looks like those old Hercules TV shows. It's
But better.
bad. I don't know if it's better because I have only watched a few episodes and I couldn't take it anymore. Because I can't take
I'd say
the
it's better.
Hercules ones either. Too much plastic rocks making up the set.
I mean, obviously, it's a TV show from the 2000s.
Well,
That
yeah,
describes like
Well,
almost every TV show. Like TV
Every
from
show
that
had
time,
plastic rocks.
you know, for the most part, was plastic rocks,
it was
shoddy
magical.
stuff.
It was magical.
They
Yeah.
don't make TV like that anymore.
Put on an episode of Frasier just full of plastic rocks.
Well, like I'm not, against that era of television because I kind of like the cheesiness of it.
Uh huh.
But Breaking Bad, like everything, ruined it. So now we can't have fun TV shows anymore.
Yeah, thanks a lot, Breaking Bad, for being so good. Assholes.
Well, hot take, just like Scruff's hot take earlier. I don't like Breaking Bad. Dun dun dun.
Yeah,
What?
that's fine.
Oh, why
No.
do I suck in this? I'm
It's
the
okay.
I'm the fucking worst. What?
Things happen.
No
Don't
one-
beat yourself up.
No one should subscribe to this channel. Why am I here?
Wait, are you
I'm
telling
not
me
here.
to subscribe right now? I'll do it.
I don't want
I'm gonna close my YouTube
I
account.
think I already subscribed.
I'm subscribed and I don't feel like pressing buttons. It's no fun.
Uh,
I'm gonna continue not pressing buttons.
all right. I mean, you can do what you want. I'm just saying it's not right that I should be here.
Eh.
People watching me play Ninja Gaiden badly, like who the hell wants to see that? Not me.
I don't know. People watch PewDiePie play video games, and
I'm assuming he's like entertaining to like 8-year-olds or something. So whatever.
Why are we here?
Why are we all
Just to
here?
suffer?
Oh god dang it! No,
Nice.
not that me.
Oh, that's what we need to do. We need
What
to
the
appeal to
fuck?
12-year-olds and younger.
Well,
So
Um,
step one, stop talking about Japanese porn.
I mean, I
I think that would appeal more.
yeah, that
Okay, hold on.
that's like an
Hold
ironclad
on,
way
y'all.
to get an audience of 12-year-olds. I think.
I think I know exactly how to appeal, to that entire audience. Number one, steal other people's content.
Yeah.
Number two, quote unquote, react to it, but not really do any actual work. That part's important. There we go. I've solved our audience crisis.
God, like fucking React videos. Jesus Christ.
I think the reason why React videos are more popular than actual, good content is because they get people can just subscribe to a React video channel and get a variety of content, and not have to work to look for it. That's
yeah,
the only
but
way I can think of it. It's bad.
Ah.
I hate it, but honestly, it should be banned from the
No!
channel. Good job.
What? Are you okay?
I'm having a crisis. Okay.
You chug that elixir.
Ugh.
Yeah, please don't get murdered by dragon bows.
Ow.
Undead
I mean,
dragon.
ideally don't get murdered by anything, but yes.
Oh, my foot.
Yeah, if you can help it.
You're gonna fall over.
But I bet you won't hit my other foot. Ah, no.
Oh, you bastard.
I'm gonna climb up even though I hurt my foot.
I still got HP, you bitch. Ah, fuck.
Ah,
Fuck.
God damn it. Ow! Oh!
Oh,
No!
no. Just
It's
crumbled
holding
to
up so
pieces.
good until this one fingy. No!
No, Finky.
Not my fingy!
My toesy woesy.
My fingy! Holding together so good until this fingy.
Now I feel terrible for that little guy.
Master Ninja. Only a Master Ninja could do what they just did. What'd they do?
No fucking
That's a
clue.
fingy.
Basically, like, kicked a toe.
Kinda.
Did that thing in a movie where someone's, like, hanging off a ledge with their two remaining fingers, stomping on them?
Yeah. Why I say like Ryu Hayabusa's a jerk. He's not a good person.
I feel like most.
Great if they had like dialogue with that dinosaur. My fingy, no! Ryu's like, fuck your fingy.
I'm Ryu Hayabusa. I'm probably voiced by the guy that played Spike in Cowboy Bebop.
Who does voice
Yeah,
act
I'd
Ryu Hayabusa? You must know this, Chitlin.
Here.
So it's different for every single mainline game.
Of course.
Here it's a guy named Justin Gross.
Ugh, gross.
Yeah. I don't remember who did the second game. And
no one remembers the second game.
and in the third game it's Troy Baker.
Troy Baker. So voice of everything.
Yes.
Wait, does that mean Troy Baker also played this sexy ninja lady?
No.
Just saying those words made me sick.
Rachel is, I believe, voiced by Tara Strong, if I remember right.
All right.
I basically think that she was the only voice actor in that era.
It was basically a toss-up between her and Jennifer Hale, so...
Yeah.
Jennifer Hale was too busy voicing Commander Shepard.
Probably,
which was about to happen.
Oh. That's cool.
I'm Commander Shepard, and I'm endorsed this shop.
Jim Shep is always best.
I feel like I never really, understood the appeal of Mass Effect. Like, I played the first games, I never really felt the need to do more
The first game,
in that
though,
series.
is completely different than all the other games.
Yeah.
So...
First game's kind of jank too, but the second game was real good.
The second game, they remove 90% of the RPG and make it a third-person shooter, and with
Basically.
RPG elements.
More or less.
And it's better for it. I still miss some of the stuff from the first game, but
Look,
better for it.
But I'm an Alpha Protocol fan, okay? So
Aren't we all?
That's a name I've not heard of in some time.
Hey, maybe you should speedrun Alpha Protocol.
oh, I bet that would be a fun speedrun to do.
That'd be something. It was a good game. I never finished it though. That was pretty good. Still
I mean,
just
the
kind of
trick of
busted.
speedrunning is what? Just do pistols?
Probably, yeah.
Just like Deus Ex. Just go loud and not give a fuck.
Yeah, exactly.
I love
Yeah,
Deus Ex because you're allowed to not kill anyone if you really want to. There's 2 people you mandatory kill, and that's it. I love it.
Damn, speaking of being
And it really
killed,
doesn't matter. Also, why are you fighting Columbo now?
one more thing. Bang.
Kind of looks like the stranger from Nocturne, which no one's gonna get, but still.
I got it.
It's a man wearing Columbo outfit.
Don't die. Chill.
No. Oh, he's shooting me. Please stop.
It
Please.
doesn't seem fair. Like none of your characters use a gun.
Crazy that he's the one that's air juggling you. Usually that's reserved for the player, not for the guy you're fighting.
You know, in Ninja Gaiden Sigma 2, Rachel actually gets a machine gun.
No.
It,
Wish we
it,
could
You
have
get a
seen.
better wardrobe.
she gets more wardrobe choices.
We gotta,
Not better.
we gotta tackle Sigma 2 again and shit. Which
Okay,
one was the one we
if
were
you-
trying to LP? I forget. That was
Uh,
the third
Sigma,
one actually.
you have to title it Sigma Male.
I don't have to do anything, okay?
Yeah,
So
you do. You have to do it for me.
Do it for Scruffo.
Actually,
Sigma
don't do it for me. Then no, I don't want my name attached to that shit.
presented
something
by
for
Scruffo.
So I've thought about like LP style stuff within this format of speedrunning, which is basically speedrunning a game but letting you guys watch the cutscenes. Yeah, to basically do the LPs that I never actually got around to doing.
Really cool if you talked really fast during it too, because you can't don't have enough time to explain things if you don't talk fast. Okay, here you have to press this button and do this.
Okay, so you're gonna need 3 Red Bulls.
Yes, exactly 3. No more, no less.
I feel like I'd have a heart attack if I tried that.
Probably.
Now, Nocturne, that's an interesting game that I never want to play, but I really want to play, kind of.
Huh?
Well, Chitlin says he knows
Okay,
about
so
the
you
game
want to
Nocturne.
consume the game without actually.
Well, there are these
Playing
things. There are these things called Let's Plays you could watch.
Tell
I
me
don't know
more.
any good Let's Players nowadays.
I don't
Mark-
want to watch a 300 episode Let's Play of Nocturne.
I mean, neither do I, but the option's there.
I mean, nothing's 300 episodes anymore. Now we can have longer videos.
That's true.
Remember the 15-minute videos.
Yeah, now you just open something up and it's like, oh my god, this is 8 hours long?
I watched an 8-hour-long
Oh my God,
retrospective
please.
on Bomberman.
Please.
I
Why-
actually, the longest video I've ever consumed on YouTube is an 8-hour long retrospective on Bomberman, and I just listened to it in the background as I did other things.
Did you watch it all in like one sitting, or?
Yeah, did
Yes.
you ever have to pause it
Yes.
to pee?
I just peed while listening to it on my wireless headphones.
Oh man, you need a bathroom, dude.
Just sat there and pissed
You just
myself.
it's fine.
I have
I
wireless
got
headphones. I
like a
don't
Baba man, and I'm not getting up for this.
have to go in the bathroom. It's okay. It's
I
wireless.
gotta listen to 8 hours of Bomberman. I
Oh
don't
my
got time.
god.
I have much knowledge about Bomberman. Okay, I have much knowledge.
Like there's a YouTuber I like, but he's taken to doing like entire series retrospectives, and they're like 9 hours long. It's like
Oh boy.
my guy, come on, just like split this up into multiple videos. You get more, ad revenue or whatever that way. This is not smart the way you're doing it.
I don't know, people rarely come back anyway for part 2, so may as well just dump it all in one.
Yeah, but like, no one's gonna watch all of that,
Well, not everyone's gonna watch every part. It's like it doesn't matter. They'll at least click it once and be like, I don't care. You got that
I
one.
agree with you,
Get that
Chitlin.
one click.
What if people, who make those 6-hour-long video essays about why I don't fucking know, why Warhammer Fantasy is indicative of something, who gives a shit? Why not have like a 6-hour uncut version, but also release a playlist of episodes of that
I did that
video
for the
essay?
Bomberman one. I just watched the
No, it's
8-hour
the
one because I'm
second.
stupid.
Just like
Oops.
more ad revenue. Cheat the system.
Whoops.
Lord knows YouTube gives way too much money to people who steal content, so you should steal from YouTube and re-upload the same video, but just cut it different.
Just steal your own video and just keep re-uploading it.
I mean, what are they gonna do? Suspend you? Not if you make them millions of dollars. They don't give a shit.
Millions of dollars.
They will.
Millions.
They will protect a murderer if it meant that murderer was giving them millions of dollars.
Best murder ever.
Or like, I don't know, any thief. They don't give a shit. YouTube doesn't give a shit. Google doesn't give a shit.
They do
Any
not
thief-
protect murderers because I have been watching videos on YouTube murderers. So no.
Why? Okay, why is that a
Murderer.
why is that a YouTube genre?
Yeah, how many are there?
Yeah.
There's at least 6. I know that
Okay.
for sure.
Oh.
There are people that used to do YouTube videos, but then they became murderers, and
No,
one of
okay.
them.
Are we talking about like murderers who happen to have a YouTube account, or are we talking about like PewDiePie
Murderers
gone
that
wrong?
talk.
I
No.
like
Well, there was one guy who tried to put up a fake live stream to cover up his murder. That was one.
Okay.
like
Perfect alibi.
like
Yeah,
the way you
he
said
recorded a-
YouTube,
beforehand.
like the way you said that, like YouTubers who moved on to murder or something.
Yeah, it sounded like a new
That's
step.
what they did.
Yeah,
Career
That's what they
shift,
did.
you know?
They were like, I'm a YouTuber, and then they're like, I murdered someone now. I'm not a YouTuber.
I
It's not a
murdered them.
career decision, Piotr.
I don't know. It could be a Christian.
That's
Are
not
they
why
still
people kill people.
There could be assassins.
It's
No,
not.
like
No, it's not for a
YouTube
promotion.
assassin.
I moved on from YouTube to murder. It was more lucrative. Just couldn't get by as a YouTuber nowadays, so I got to murder.
Well, one of said murderers technically isn't a murderer because he didn't succeed. John Hinckley Jr.
Oh.
has a YouTube channel, not a murderer, just an attempted murderer, and now that fact makes me so sad.
That he didn't
If he just
actually-
aimed a little bit higher, he would have blasted Ronald
Oh
Reagan
my
in his
God!
pre-demented brain.
Uh-oh.
Why? Why did I do this?
What happened?
I summoned the spirit of John Hinckley Jr. to ruin your speed run. He's still alive.
So I solved the puzzle, but I forgot to grab the actual key item and just walked off, and then I had to solve the puzzle again.
I know that feeling.
Oh, it'd be like that.
It's not supposed to. It's not supposed to be like that, though.
But it do.
I mean, sometimes it do be like that, I guess. Alright, let's just
Can
move
you
on.
run on water?
Yes.
Yeah.
Eh.
I mean, me personally, no. But Ryu can.
He's Ninja Jesus. Just maybe a joke he might have made during the LP. I don't know.
It was
It's
not.
100 years ago.
You can walk on water if it's cold enough.
We somehow resisted saying Ninja Jesus a single time.
You're gonna have to re-upload that LP, but just edit in MC saying Ninja Jesus.
Yeah, dub in, dub in, here's future MC, we need not make the joke, Ninja Jesus. You gotta,
No, No, because we were too busy making jokes about golden scarab and titties and stuff. So
Titties?
I do love how off topic you guys get.
I don't remember you guys talking about titties a lot.
Titties is very on topic.
You really did? I mean, did you watch the LP? Because it was like mostly titties.
I don't remember.
I mean, this game is 25% titties.
I mean, yeah.
Case in
About
point.
titties.
I'm kind of apathetic about titties. I don't know.
I'm not pathetic about titties.
I'm like, yeah, all right.
Just don't really think about it much.
Iron Tiddling.
Oh, that sounded like a verb, and I hated it.
Hello, I am tiddling. Tiddly,
Oh,
tiddly,
no, I
tiddly.
don't like that at all.
Tiddly, tiddly,
Iron
tiddly.
Titty.
This Alma fight's not going nearly as well. Okay.
Well, better than literally
what
any time I fought Alma.
I just want you to. Oh. Please, please, Alma.
Just reading your inputs now, it's like a fighting game.
This
boss.
is like fucking Mortal Kombat 2 levels of reading input. That's right. I made a fighting game joke.
I'm
MC's
going to
like,
read
oh my
your
god, my brethren.
mind, Chitlin.
Okay, I need to know why you're not getting knocked down, Alma. Why? Seriously.
Chitlin, you don't like to play any video games, do you?
Alma says no.
Alright, Alma. We need to talk, baby. Let's come on. We've been through this before. Okay, see, now you finally get knocked down. After all this time. Wow.
Wow, that was a load of horseshit.
How?
Shit.
Okay. This is just an awful fucking run. Like, this is the worst fight I've ever had against Alma in at least 10 years.
It's all this talk of titties and Japanese porn from the 90s and... What else are we talking about?
Behind this.
Golden scarabs. That's from the past. I don't know what we were talking about, man. What's her face fighting Columbo?
I don't know. I'm just trying to
This is-
escape the fact that I may be stuck in a world where I can only see porn from the Japanese porn from the 90s. I'm scared of
you
that.
did it.
I'm
Time.
very scared of it.
Picture a world.
What's our time, Chitlin?
It's 1:12:09.
Isn't that better?
It's like 8 minutes faster than last time. Yeah.
Well, then, yay!
Yay!
You can do faster.
That was
tomorrow.
that was absolute shit. Like that was a
You did
bad.
good though.
Oh, I'm never gonna hit world record at this rate.
Yeah,
You know,
well, just gotta
You have
believe.
no brains now.
Just gotta believe.
In this game, you blow off her brain, yet she's still alive. I don't get it.
Oh,
Yeah.
you cannot kill me. I have no brain.
She has no brain, and now she's still alive.
I cannot
she
kill.
melts.
She has no brain. Oh.
Well, when she became a fiend, they moved the brain to the titties. See, that's,
Oh, okay.
Oh,
Can't kill my own sister.
They gotta get them titties somehow. God, this
Tell
game's
me
too hard.
why.
We can't go back to this era of video games. It was too much, y'all. Titties are too much.
They'll come back.
there's a part there is a part of me that misses the era of titties in video games. I'm not gonna lie. Like,
Titties and games, titties and games.
Different games.
Gotta go back to the dead or alive beach volleyball days.
yeah,
You're
exactly.
gonna do the let's play of that.
It's even much to let's play. It's like
I still haven't played it, even though I do own it.
Why
But
you going?
what the fuck?
I collect stuff for the original Xbox, so
Oh, I see. Okay.
As you do.
what I don't own is a copy of BMX XXX, which I need to rectify. I know that.
it's probably on eBay.
Oh yeah, I
Game
mean,
that Dave Mira sued over to get his name off of.
yeah.
He was like, no.
I'm kind of a scumbag, but I'm not that. Get this
I
fucking.
don't know. Is
filth
Dave Mira a
out of my-
scumbag? I don't know. I know.
No, he's not.
Okay.
I don't know
He's
anything
just a
about the
dude.
game or about the guy, but yeah, I mean, all I know is he signed up because they wanted to make a BMX game in the vein of Tony Hawk, and he was going to be the face of it. But then they decided to throw
Yeah.
in strippers, and he's like,
And
"No,
he's like,
I,
oh no,
I don't need to be a part of this now."
no. I said no. And then Tony Hawk was like, let's add Bam Margera, and then it's like, oh, no. Have you seen the cutscenes for the game? It's just Bam being an asshole, and then Tony Hawk being, ha, you're so funny, Bam.
Bam, Margarine.
Oh, you're so funny, Bam.
I kind of hope that's exactly how the cutscenes go. Like, you're so funny, Bam. And then
You're so funny, Bam.
yeah, and then everyone moves on.
Everyone
And
moves on.
nothing bad happened.
Well, Bam being an asshole happened, but, you know, nothing else bad.
I can't
Yeah, I
believe.
mean, you're an asshole to your main character who isn't even a person. It's
Yeah,
fine.
true. The main character in most games isn't even a person. That is very much true. They are just a homunculus walking around, not able to talk.
The best description I've seen of created characters is a vector for everyone's violent odd jobs, which is
Oh, I like that.
yeah. Where do I? No, wait, you go up here. Okay.
I'm probably gonna head out. I got a little bit of a headache coming on. I
Uh,
wish you the best of luck.
I mean,
Good night.
I'm done. I'm just playing the game now. So
I'm just playing the game
You can
now.
do whatever you want.
Yeah.
Good night.
Good night, Sharon.
Good night.
Good night.
Bye.
I'm gonna
Bye.
get going too. I'm getting tired.
Yeah.
Y'all have a
Goodbye,
good night.
MC.
Goodbye.
Good to have you back, MC.
Getting tired of fucking shit.
I'm getting tired too. I think I'm gonna go. But I'm gonna leave the stream going.
Okay, yeah, that's weird, but okay.
Someone's gotta be here.
I mean, people do, 24-hour streams where they just, put the camera on them sleeping, and then they roll over in their sleep and their balls pop out, and like everyone's, oh, their balls popped out.
That was literally the first live stream, actually. Just this lady who'd put 24-hour stream of her, and she just kind of did stuff.
Huh?
What, her balls were out?
Yes, her balls were out. Apparently, like every so often she just have sex with her boyfriend on the stream, and people were like, "That's weird." And then
yeah,
they found out. Then they found out that gave better ratings, so she's like, "Let's do it all the time." It's like, oh, that's weird.
Well, at least she was having fun with it. I mean,
Gotta make money somehow.
Yes. Yeah, one of the first live streams was just a lady being like, I'm putting a camera on myself, and that's it. That's it. Wonder who was the first one to put stream to video game. I know Sobe supposedly is the first, person to put game to commentary, but it was actually some Japanese guy that did it, I remember. Like, some people are, like, archaeologist Nico Dogi.
I mean, who gives a shit?
Yeah, wait a second. I don't fucking
I was
care.
just saying, I was wondering. I was just wondering. The wonder.
I don't
You're
wonder.
not allowed to wonder. We don't pay you to wonder.
Do you pay me at all? Because this porn from the 90s isn't going to pay for itself.
I'm glad
The
I'm
joke
not
is dead.
glad I'm not uploading this to speedrun.com. You guys will just have to bring up porn from the 90s every single time I stream. Just to make
Absolutely
sure.
As far as bits go, this bit is over.
Yeah, it's dead.
Look, that I believe that this joke has legs like you wouldn't believe. So we're gonna keep going with it.
But only in the 90s.
So I think this guy's name is like Alternator or something like that. I don't fucking know.
Isn't he just the same guy as that one on the blimp?
Yeah, but he was Dynamo.
Oh.
Oh, Dynamo and Alpha. Oh, yeah.
See, in Ninja Gaiden Black, you just had a helicopter fly in and shoot at you for 45 seconds. Here you actually have a boss fight. Which I think is a positive change. Yeah.
Yeah, it's positive.
I'd rather have, something interesting happen rather than whatever the fuck Black was doing.
Oh, but Black's better because, better. No.
It's better in some ways, and in some ways Sigma's a lot better, so it's give or take.
Isn't it all the same game, basically?
I mean,
No.
I mean, yeah, they are essentially the same game, just remixed levels and stuff like that.
Yes,
but,
I know.
Yeah, the like until Tecmo gets off their ass and makes like the definitive Ninja Gaiden Bligma, then we can then we're never gonna have we're never gonna have an absolutely perfect version of this game, unfortunately.
Let's play Ninja Gaiden Bligma.
Yeah, just all the best parts of Black and all the best parts of Sigma combined.
I have a feeling the modders would do it faster, but I don't know.
Modders actually don't really care about Sigma 1.
Well, they're all on 2 because 2 had the biggest changes, right? I'm
Right.
guessing.
Yeah.
Is 2 actually getting, strides in modding, like, or is it still just like slight changes?
It's still all just like cheat engine stuff. There's nothing like.
So the boring stuff.
Yeah, for the most part.
I still want to play Ninja Gaiden Bligma. I you can just slap a like Game Maker game up with Ninja Gaiden Bligma, and I'd play it now.
All right. You know, this is actually a good thing that I kept playing.
Why?
Because I want to practice this jump.
Do it, do it, do it.
I've never actually done this jump before, so
If you get it the first run, I'm gonna be like surprised.
yeah, nope.
You did not get it the first run.
Not even close.
I would have been very surprised.
I mean, so would I. Yeah.
High five. At sync in expectations.
No, you tried your best. That's okay.
Yes.
Ah, fuck.
After all this time of basically stopping it, that bitch anyways. It's fine. Don't worry about it.
But he is bettering himself right now by learning a new technique. It's just like a Naruto episode or a Dragon Ball Z episode. He's gonna learn the Kaioken.
Oh! Okay, I think that's correct. What I'm trying to do. Also, that bitch is absolutely her name, and I agree. All right.
You learn the Kaioken and to go beyond.
We need to wait just a little bit longer, maybe.
Do, do, do.
This is probably gonna be the rest of the stream, by the way, if anyone wants to.
I'm okay with that.
Okay, if
So
I
what
wait.
do you think about
What?
Scruffa, what do you think about the changes to Darktide? Since, you know, we're here.
Very good.
Oh, is it a good game now?
I mean, it was already good, but now it's even better.
Okay. I saw a lot of YouTube videos pop up like, oh, worst game ever, and then you know,
Yeah,
people
people say
did
that
the-
about every game.
then people did the pog face in the thumbnail. It's like, yeah, that was shit. Much like this game.
Let's do the pog face.
How do we do that? Is there setup I'm missing?
These are the mysteries.
You know what? I should go back and make a save just for this, just so I could do this jump over and over again. Because I want to figure out how they frickin' do that. I just pushed the wrong button there. But so what video games have you guys been playing in your spare time?
Well, I'm currently doing Slay the Spire because I hate myself and I love card games even though I'm terrible at them. God, why do I suck at card games so much?
Last time I asked someone, you know, what they've been playing, they said Fortnite, and everybody hated me.
Yeah, see, we don't talk about that.
Yes, why would you bring up Fortnite?
All right.
Just last time.
Yeah, I'm gonna go back and make a save just to practice this stupid fucking jump.
Doing the jump. Yeah, I've been playing Mega Man X Dive, which is a mobile game made not mobile, and it's actually kind of fun.
Hmm.
Like, I did not expect that, having played mobile games before and not having fun, really. I had busy work. Did not have fun. You know, which I needed at the time, but let's not talk about that.
So, I was recently gifted a copy of what's it called? Outer Worlds. Yeah. And I started playing it, and I was crippled by the lack of not giving a shit about anything happening in the game. Like, I did not care. Like, oh my god, everyone's talking like, oh, the corporations rule everything. We can't do anything. It's like, I don't give a shit. I do not care. Shut the fuck up.
I heard good things about it when it came out, but then I've heard bad things ever since.
Yeah, I mean, I haven't really heard anything about it aside from like people being hyped for the launch trailer, and then no one talked about it afterwards. So I don't know.
Well, it was made by Obsidian, who didn't Fallout New Vegas. That's why everybody was hyped.
Yeah, but Obsidian also like sucks. So no. Okay, so seriously, let me talk some shit about Obsidian. So
Is
everyone.
this going to be about Alpha Protocol?
No, that's the one good game they made. So everyone was all like, "Oh man, KOTOR 2 was a really good game. It's a shame the publisher screwed him over." And then it's like, "Oh, New Vegas was such a good game. Shame the publisher screwed him over." It's like, you know, there's one common denominator in these stories, and it's not the publisher.
Neverwinter Nights was really good, though, and they made that. And Neverwinter Nights 2, I should say. That was a fantastic game. I will say that. Probably not your type of game, but it was fantastic.
No, if there's people talking to you, that's not my type of game.
But I can't. I have nothing bad to say about Neverwinter Nights 2. It's one of my favorites. Let's see. Didn't Obsidian used to be like some of the developers of Obsidian used to be in the studio that made Vampire?
Yeah. Troika.
Troika, yeah. Troika was very much the I bit off more than I can chew company.
Yeah.
It feels like if you give Troika devs infinite money, they would make great games, but you can't give them infinite money.
Or can you?
No. Especially now that they're dead.
But yeah, like Bloodlines 1 was really good, and oh, I did it! I did it! I got up here.
Hooray. Do you even know how you did it?
Vaguely, yeah. Like I've got like a general idea.
New Vegas.
Oh yeah.
Don't ask me to do it again, but I can
do it.
Also, you're gonna have to beat this game before I beat Slay the Spire, which
will
might.
I mean, Slay the Spire is a roguelike, so the runs are shorter, right?
Well, I'm very bad at the game.
I mean, also, you have to beat it in a special way to get the super ending. You gotta beat it the special ending. Come on.
I don't gotta do that though.
Yeah, you gotta do it because there's more game to it after you do it.
I've killed that boss so many goddamn times.
Come on, you gotta get a super special ending. Come on.
It's just like Binding of Isaac, where there's there's an ending, and then the game gets harder, and then the game has multiple paths, and there's different endings depending on what items you get and shit.
Kind of.
And Binding of Isaac sucked.
I hated Binding of Isaac the first time I played it. I was like, this game's depressing, there's poop everywhere, and you're spitting tears at people. That's just not fun.
And then he played it for 500 more hours.
Yeah, pretty much.
No, I did not. I did not touch it. I was one of the ones that just stopped, and then I played Enter the Gungeon, and I was like, this is Binding of Isaac, but better.
Yeah, like the thing is, like Binding of Isaac, the original version was, something very unique at the time. So we all kind of overlooked the themes of, abuse and poop and all that stuff. Just because the game was different. But yeah, I don't think Binding of Isaac is good anymore.
I never thought it was good. I thought it was just like, like the weapons that you use in that game do not feel fun to use. The layouts of the dungeons are all squares, and that's kind of boring. And like, you're a naked baby. That's another thing, and I'm not really interested in that. And poop, and of course they don't tell you what each item does. Like, I hate that. It was not fun.
God, how the hell am I gonna play this game in one sitting? I'm already tired. I have so much more of this game to go. Jerk. Oh right, there's a second tank. That's unfortunate. Alright, that was fun.
Epic maneuver.
Yep. Okay, I need to go over here. Grab my armor-piercing arrows that the military also has for some reason.
Yeah, why do they got so many arrows?
Because otherwise, a video game wouldn't happen.
I feel like he'd make his own arrow. I don't think he knows how to make his own arrow, though. Hey, Ryu, do you know how to do anything except for murder dudes? Just like murk them real hard?
I mean, Ryu is a, thundering dumbass, so...
Oh, he's profoundly stupid. I believe I've mentioned that before.
Like, maybe one of the stupidest video game characters of all time.
That man, cannot think. Which sounds very rude, but you know I'm right.
I mean, I'm not saying you're wrong. I'm not,
You know, the royal you, not literally you. Just conceptually, just you.
Right. Oh. Okay. That's enough of that. Okay. Yeah, I've been streaming for a while. That's fine.
You have completed the stream.
Yeah, I completed my Alma % run.
Yes, and it was pretty good. You're a 4th place.
It's such a bad run.
Hey, it means that you can easily get better fourth place.
Yeah, that's true. All right.
What?
The worst is when you think this is my best run, and holy shit, they're so much faster than me. That is the worst.
Like I was looking at other games like Freedom Fighters, for instance, and like and like the world record for that game is like 20 some odd minutes. It's like how did you?
Ow.
That is, did you just find a way to glitch straight to all the flags on the level? Like what happened?
And the answer is yes. That's exactly what they did.
Yeah, I mean, I need to actually watch the run and see like how they got to that point, because that's not okay to be that, you know, fast at Freedom Fighters.
Hear that, folks? Not allowed to be that good at Freedom Fight. Stop it.
Not allowed. Step it.
And you could be good at Freedom Fighters, just like 20 minutes. Like I can't even watch an episode of White Collar in that time. Come on now. Which, by the way, is a very good show. Everyone should watch it. Along with the X-Files.
The X-Files.
And what are other shows?
Why are we
Agatha
just
Christie's
recommended
Poirot.
shows? Why are we just recommending shows now?
Let's just let's see what shows. 30 Rock. You could watch. You could probably get through it. You might be able to get through an episode of 30 Rock before the world record ends. I don't know.
Like I said, Agatha Christie's Poirot. Watch all of it. It's really good.
I saw a Haunting in Venice yesterday.
Oh, how was it?
I really enjoyed it. It was very good.
Yeah, I've heard that's the one that's actually good out of the bunch.
I mean, I thought that Orient Express was pretty good, but I'm not like a Poirot super fan or anything.
You're
So
not a Poirot head like me.
right, yeah. You could watch Unbreakable Kimmy Schmidt. That's a good show.
Only Murders in the Building is a pretty good show on Hulu.
I need to watch that actually. I've heard good things.
It has Steve Martin and Martin Short, and they are pretty good. And my favorite thing is like slightly like maybe 5 years older women talk to them sometimes, and they're like, "Oh yeah, but you're super old," and the people are like, "Dude, you're like ancient. Shut up."
Yeah, aren't they both like 70, 80 years old at this point?
Yes, they are, and it's great because they get slightly older women on there, and they talk about them as if they're ancient, and the the characters they're playing are young, but they're not.
Great.
It's great. And they bring this up like, no, you're ancient too. It's just great. Yeah, it's the two main characters are washed up actors, one theater, one TV. So, that's always fun.
Yeah.
But yeah, that's a good one. These new Star Treks, they've been good.
I'm not a Star Trek guy, I don't think.
Yeah, I'm saying for your audience, just they've been good if you like Star Trek.
Yeah, I mean, I could watch. I don't know. I don't know any other shows to watch.
You can watch Miss Marple. That's another Agatha Christie.
Oh, is it?
Oh, most of the Miss Marples are so bad, honestly. Like 80% of the Miss Marple adaptations are just boring.
Shush. Quiet,
I
you.
hate it. My mom and me tried to watch so many of them, and only like 2 of them stuck.
I mean, like, if I'm curious now if like an actual Perot head would enjoy Haunting in Venice. Because that's
I mean, that's me though. You're asking me if I'd enjoy it.
Yeah.
And frankly, I don't know because I'd have to watch it.
yeah, you should check it out because like
I really should.
yeah, like I don't know if Perot ever, saw a ghost in the original stories, so I'm assuming no.
He knows for a fact that ghosts aren't real.
Okay.
That doesn't mean he won't fuck with people.
Ah.
It's like his number one favorite thing to do.
But yeah, I think it's gonna be the end of the stream for me. I am tuckered out now, even more so than when I started. So
There was one show that I wanted to bring up that I can't remember the name of. It's an Australian show about like this badass girl boss lead. I forget what her name is. Here it is. Let me get the name. God dang it! I keep seeing like articles with her picture, but they don't show the name. What's the name? I'm trying to get it. It is. Briny Fisher, whatever it is.
what?
Let's see. It's called Miss Fisher Mysteries. Miss Fisher Mysteries. They're very good.
Okay.
And then they did a sequel in the 60s that isn't as good. Also, Father Brown, if you're into that thing. My mom is obsessed with Father Brown.
Yeah, because Father Brown is also very good.
Yes, he's fantastic. What do you think about the spin-off? Sister whatever.
I know literally nothing about it.
She seems okay. She seems okay. Okay, well, that's it.
Oh, I was gonna I was gonna put on an episode of 19-2 for the chat. I wanted to see that.
Okay. 19-2?
Yeah, 19-2.
What's 19-2?
It's a cop show from Canada.
Is it public domain?
The entire series is on YouTube, if that's what you're asking.
I guess, but you could get in trouble.
I mean, yeah, I don't want to, get my own account banned, but
Wait a second, it says my account streaming. What the fuck?
why is your account streaming?
What the fuck?
Have you been streaming
It
this
is not.
entire time? All right, well, that's
Good
it
night,
for me.
everybody.
Yeah, we're
Good
gonna
night.
end. We're gonna end the stream now. Good night.
Good night, everybody.